talk about it? Do you want to give me my 40 bucks or do you not?
I'd be glad to give you 40 bucks. You've
Okay.
never asked me directly for 40 bucks, Phil. All you've done is
I've sent you multiple emails. I've shown it on video.
You've never sent me.
Do you want to send me? Do you want to give me my $40 in my hand, or do we want to walk off? Because I do not have time for your bullshit.
Philip.
You can give me $40 now and shut me up, or I can walk off because I have things that I need to do.
bclaymore@gmail.com. I've asked you many times.
I've sent it to you on Patreon multiple times. I don't know your Gmail.
bclaymore@gmail.com.
I've sent it to your Kickstarter. I've sent it to your Kickstarter multiple times, multiple messages.
Let me ask you this, Philip. Is that a reason to just attack me out of the blue?
Attack for you for what?
That you made up?
What did I make up?
Really? Your very first video about me was completely invented, and you know that.
Which one?
I had no idea that you were this crazy SJW.
State something that I states. You just engaged me.
So you can put it on your video. That's right. I want to have a conversation with you because you're not man enough.
I just want my $40. I have things to do. Are you going to give me my $40 now?
Let me ask you a question.
Are you going to give me my $40 that you owe me now, or should I just walk off?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, then I'll just walk off.
Philip, I'd like to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you unless you have $40. Okay, I'm going to call the police then.
For what?
星からやってきた正義の使者だキッコーマン醤油をたちまちかけたなら食べ物食うとうまくなる外食なんてぶっ飛ばせ必殺技だキッコーパンチ目玉焼きには醤油だろ Show me 醤油キッコーマンKick-o man, show me, show you, Kick-o man. 大豆の星からやってきた生かすあいつはキッコーマン醤油は体にいいんだぜ殺菌作用もあるんだぜソースケチャップ目じゃないぜ必殺技だキッコーベンだから卵焼きにも醤油だっつってんだろ Show me show you キッコーマンキッコーマン Show me show you キッコーマン Alright
Someone would love me. Today is Friday in California, chat. And unfortunately, Cider right now is sitting in my fucking Discord and watching Power Rangers with like half the people who would be watching this stream. Why would you watch Power Rangers of all things when it's time to stream? So I've got two random people here who you don't know who they are and you were not expecting, because you never know what to expect on the Dankstream. It's like the Spanish Inquisition, right? No one expects the Inquisition. So we got Chris and we got Tim, and these are filmmakers who are doing a film on Indiegogo that I literally just saw Chuck Dixon post the link of on Facebook. So I was like, wow, I love this. And that's why you're here.
That's a great reason to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So welcome to the drama sphere that is comic books. You guys are comic book people, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. The comics is like, my girlfriend came in the other day because I have in my green room, I've got a bunch of people who just pop in here. It's a random thing. I have two comic artists who are like kind of bigger comic artists from the 90s, 2000, Ethan Van Sciver and Mike S. Miller. And Ethan did Green Lantern. Mike S. Miller did Injustice for DC. So, and they're both in there, and they both pop in the stream pretty regularly. Well, they're going at each other in my green room yesterday. They're just like making little jabs at each other. And my girlfriend's like, why are you agitated? I'm like, because people are fighting and it's supposed to be my YouTube show link. Stop. And she goes, why are people always fighting in like your industry? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, but comic books seems to be a thing where it's just pure fighting all of the it doesn't even matter what it is. If it's just
because it's so personal.
It's so personal.
Yeah. Because the stories are personal, and writing the stories is personal, and getting to know these characters, it's like you're getting to know your friends. And so when people jab at your friend, it's like, hey, dude, stop that, and then you defend them.
Oh, I guess he decided to join us and stop watching Power Rangers after all. Hi, Cider.
Hi.
Hi, Cider.
Hello. I just watched Power Rangers, can you tell?
Yeah. There you go. All of them just now?
No, the latest one, unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, jeez. So, are you guys Power Rangers people at all? Because I'm not.
Not much. It was a little after me.
I mean,
you're not that old.
It was and it wasn't. It was just a little bit.
How old are you?
Yeah, it was a little cheesy for me.
Yeah. I'm almost 40, man.
I'm 44.
Yeah, but I am 40, and so it was big when I was like 12.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that if you're almost 40 or whatever, you would have been like 10, 11. So it couldn't have been after you. It was like that's like the prime for Power Rangers, right?
Yeah, it's when it became big. Yeah.
We watched a little bit of it, but we never really got into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this new iteration,
I mean, I enjoyed it. I did have fun watching it, but I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest Power Rangers fan. I had a lot of fun watching
Green
it.
Ranger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Green Ranger.
We had the Red Ranger, the original Red Ranger on.
Oh,
here
nice.
2-3 weeks ago. That was awesome.
But
awesome.
But I watched the original one and I liked them. I liked the Green Ranger. I thought he was a badass. I liked the Pink Ranger because she was super hot. And then when they started to replace them, I was just like, I'm out, and that was it. But Cider kept watching for some reason, and he still kept watching.
Way to stick it out, man. Way to stick it out.
Easy was 5 minutes ago. He kept. So why are you watching this latest iteration from Netflix of all places?
Well, this is the very last ever. They're not going to do any more. They sold the license to Lionsgate with Transformers, My Little Pony, D&D, and a bunch of other ones. So it's over.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. So this
has some of the originals, right?
Just one.
Yeah. Okay.
He was the only one gay enough and available enough, I guess, and that could mean two things. Who knows? But yeah, he was in it, unfortunately. And then the stunt actor they found for him, they were like, "Yeah, so this guy's 50. The stunt actor should be 52." And so For some reason, the guy wearing the blue Triceratops costume looks like he's barely fitting into it. Like they went to an eye party, picked it off the shelf, and stuffed somebody from the regular crew into it. And it just doesn't. You can see the seams are like bursting with the fat. Like the fat is like hitting the seams and rolling over them. And I'm like,
I got him started.
What
Sorry,
happened?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Power Ranger Jedi Obama. That was I didn't see that coming.
Jedi Obama
With blue eyes.
That's a mashup.
with blue eyes.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So you guys are filmmakers. You probably are like look at Power Rangers and go, that's pretty cringy stuff. So how'd you get into filmmaking? Like, what's your background? And like, I just saw your trailer and it looks really competent. And like, you don't have budgets like these people do. So I'm confused as to like, how do you do something this good? Like, do you have a long history in making films, or are you kind of new at this? What's your deal?
So we have a history in commercial video production and commercial photography. So I've been a commercial photographer since it's been over a decade now. So doing studio lighting and lighting products in a cinematic way is something that I'm very comfortable with. And I've loved comic books, and of course, good comic artists have a very cinematic look to them as well. So that whole appreciation for high contrast, good color, and that sort of thing comes like all the way back from when we were kids. So yeah.
No, you didn't miss the start. I just didn't introduce them, and I started rambling about random stuff. And so,
who are these guys?
As one does on this show. Yeah. So these are our new friends, and we just found them because Chuck Dixon posted a Facebook link. And what excited me is their film project. And yes, they're indie filmmakers, and so yes, we're expanding our sphere here outside of comics, but it's comic related. And we're building something bigger, as always. And I'm so excited for what I found here. Which is this beautiful project right here on Indiegogo, The Girl in the Mask, Call Me Spoiler. So this is an indie fan film about Spoiler, Chuck Dixon's awesome character from Detective Comics, who came out of just like the late 80s, and then of course became Robin, and then of course became my favorite comic of all time. Yes, if you guys are new to the channel, or you've been in the channel, you might know that my favorite comic of all time is this one. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And
yes.
And so I had no, you don't, because I had it bound into a hardcover.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
So I did this. This was super. This cost me like $100+ to do.
An arm and a leg.
I figured the problem is DC Comics like hates her for some reason, and I guarantee they're never going to do a nice hardcover omnibus of her. So I just decided to do it myself, and it's got the ribbon and everything, Chad.
Dude.
And
you
so
got that
that's
bound, like custom bound.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
Dude.
Well, I have both, so maybe I will do that one day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, it was well worth it. I'm excited, and it turned out. And this is my favorite piece of art, maybe of all time, by Art Germ.
Yes.
Just like I thought,
iconic.
No doubt.
If I could get a like giant poster to cover my wall right there of this, I would totally have it. I absolutely love it. And that's what got me to buy the series at first. I saw this cover, and I was like, "Wow, that is like literally the most attractive woman I've ever seen." Even though she's 2D and not real.
Yeah.
And so I bought it. So you guys are making a fan film of this character, this rich character who I love. So where did Spoiler like that? It is a bit esoteric of a like character to choose. Like where'd that come from for you guys?
Yeah, so we were in production with another studio doing the Red Hood fan series, and we did the first 2 episodes of the whole show with them. And the second episode, there was in the script a girl. It was a girl gets chased through a parking lot, and Damien's supposed to come in and save her. And we're like, hey, what if we threw an Easter egg type thing in there, and made this girl being chased through a parking lot somebody from the comics? And we already had our actress, Adriana, doing it.
Yeah, Adriana was
So Adriana, we've known Adriana for a while now, and we did some commercial projects with her and stuff. And it was like, hey, you want to do something fun? Just kick back and do some. Yeah, get
she's
chased
perfect.
She's awesome.
When I saw the trailer, I'm like, wow, that's Stephanie. She's perfect.
Yeah,
I was very happy.
So
maybe I'll just play the trailer.
And that's how this all started too. Because we asked her to do it, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm in. I'll be your girl being chased through the parking lot." And then when we decide like, "Hey, why don't we make this an Easter egg character?" Chris is like, "Okay, I'll do some research and figure out what character we're gonna throw in there as an Easter egg." Now, obviously, you can't make her Supergirl because that's stupid. Supergirl gets chased through a parking lot by a bunch of thugs. Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there was one guy who decided Superman walking around for 12 issues was going to be a good idea.
Look, Superman Walks America is Americana.
Walks America.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
It's about people.
You mean like Forrest Gump?
Yeah, like Forrest Gump. Correct. Yeah, it was really dumb.
I'm tired. I don't want to walk anymore.
I'm sorry if you like that run of Superman. Like, I don't apologize. My opinions are correct. My opinions on comics are the correct opinions.
But yeah, so cool. Chris did some reading, and he's like, "Hey, did you know that there's this little blonde girl in the comics who
becomes Robin?
Who becomes Robin, and she's Batgirl too." I'm like, "Oh, I've seen the Batgirl thing. I like the Batgirl thing," but I had never really delved into the Stephanie character, and so we're like, "Hey, we'll throw that in there." So we dressed her up in jeans and a purple shirt and a green jacket.
How do we find this Red Hood fan film that you're talking about too? Is it on YouTube?
It is on our channel, our YouTube channel. You can see it there. And then if you really, really want to continue the series, it gets crazy. With
madness film. I didn't go so far to even look up your YouTube channel, which I'm subbing right now.
That's okay.
So
we're good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This happens every time I watch Power Rangers, guys. I'm sorry.
So I just saw the post and I'm like, I like this film idea, and so I'm interested. So now I'm scrolling through looking for I'll just give people a link to your channel, and that way they can subscribe.
Do that.
And then
but yeah, you can watch the first 2 episodes that the episodes we produced on there. I will say that the writing is not ours, so just take that for what it is.
Wow, that would throwing some shade. Wow. That's what I like on the Dankstream. We have drama in the film industry happening right now. This is not their writing, chat, and they're throwing shade at the writers right now.
Back to you.
Why do you hate the writers of the Red Hood? What's going on here? I'm just kind of fucking with you.
No, I don't hate it. It just it wasn't what we thought it would be. So we're like, good luck to you. And
the fan reaction.
That's what Cider said about Power Rangers.
I think I know what's happening. Yes.
Maybe. The fan reaction to seeing Adriana in that costume was like so excited that everybody was like, "Oh, that's Steph," and I was like, "Oh, well, I gotta find out more about this character," and so I read through her entire chronology up to that point, which was 2019, and so this was before her latest Batgirl.
So you went and found the whole list of like all the times she appeared as Robin and all that, and read all of them basically.
Yeah, wow. All the way through from 19.
I read all that stuff when it was coming out, when Chuck was writing it, and then it continued on. And so really cool stuff. The relationship with her and Tim Drake was such one of the most interesting rocky ones in all of comics. And I didn't kind of like the way it ended, but I say that about a lot of comics. So
right.
Well, I mean, when you don't have a plan and you just keep rolling and stuff, a lot
And
of
then you
times it
pass
doesn't wrap up
writer
really
to writer,
nicely.
and everybody wants to do their own thing with it, and then somebody wants to kill her, and then
Yeah, right. It's and that happens a lot too. And so I had Dan DiDio on Tuesday, who ran DC Comics for like the last 20 years, and I asked him about this because right. But he also canceled this and then returned. You know, he did the New 52 and returned everybody to their iconic forms, resetting the entire universe, which kind of bothered me because I'm like, I just read this for like the past 2 years. You just told me it just doesn't exist anymore. This is insulting. So I gave him it for that. I told him I hated him. Actually, I did. The reason I write comics now and run this YouTube channel and do this is literally because they canceled this. Back in 20
Literally.
Wow.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I made my own I made my own kind of Stephanie-ish character who's not Stephanie. Maybe I'll send
Is
you
that
the books
Sparksfly?
after the stream. Yeah. So you guys,
I was looking at that. I was like, oh, I gotta read this. But she looks like
Yeah.
Stephanie. I wonder.
Yeah, that came from there.
All right. Well, you got me. I'm gonna read
Cool.
it.
A very deep
Awesome.
and purple place.
Yeah.
So same color schemes. Yeah, it happened. So he told me that like she had an origin story they meant to do, and this is interesting because there's so many hands in all these pots at these companies that you were talking about writing, like they just didn't have like a coherent vision and they don't have a coherent thing from year to year, right? And that's why it's always so inconsistent. He told me that their origin, they were going to do an origin of her as Batgirl, where like Barbara Gordon, because you remember she was in a wheelchair as Oracle at the time.
Yes.
Do you go into that in this, like for spoiler? Like, is there like Barbara Gordon training her like the comic here, or is it a completely different vibe?
It's an origin story, so we go way back to the basically how does she become Spoiler?
With the Clue Master and all that,
right? How does she become Spoiler, and what gets her to the point where she's trying to take down Clue Master?
These are spoilers for spoiler.
Spoilers for spoiler. Well, I mean, if you
Very
didn't
meta.
read that comic, are you spoiling a comic book from the 1980s, like for real? I don't know. But so he was going to re-origin her, and so he had Barbara Gordon. She was going to temporarily regain her legs, but she knew that it was only temporary and it was going to fade. So she's like, I better train my replacement. And so she was supposed to pick up Stephanie and then train her as her replacement as she slowly loses the capacity to walk again. And then Stephanie comes into her own. And that was the original plan. And then, of course, it just never happened. So
that would be cool.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Paladin Dragoon Rider, thank you for the $2 super chat. It's a good book. It really is. And this is a really cool, like these guys are so faithful to what I feel Stephanie should be. Like, let me just play their clip of just kind of their trailer up front here, because you guys will see it and you'll see why I'm so excited about this. I already got it.
California internet.
Dad, you're back in town? Too busy off saving the world.
Well, you know the world. Doesn't
He's
say
a bad guy.
I'm gonna do something totally
Spoilers.
not awkward and make this the first day of the new me. It's time for me to do something meaningful. Where is the justice in pegging a civil problem on a single person trying to do something good?
Overachieve much, Miss Brown? I appreciate your enthusiasm. I really do. But shouldn't you be a little more concerned about your popularity?
What?
When Floozy in a costume says something about a crime boss, and suddenly GCPD is dancing to her too.
I'll call him in. See if he knows anything about this spoiler character.
Hey, I'm Tim. And
That's you guys.
Yeah,
That's
it's us.
Cool.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I mean, now that I know that your background's in commercials, I'm like, wow. Well, that's why it flows so well. I mean, you that's what you do, is make minute, 30-second spots, and you're good at that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Beautiful. So yeah, for those tuning in, this is a Stephanie Brown spoiler fan film that they're crowdfunding on Indiegogo right now to do. Yeah, I know what this is. I saw this and I'm like, this is better than anything I've seen out of like the actual DC films, like since Wonder Woman. Like wow.
Have you seen our fight scene yet, John?
No. Is that on here?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You should check that out.
Let's go into this rabbit hole. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
So what we wanted to do, since nobody knows who we are, including your viewers here, we wanted to put stuff out there to kind of show that we're capable of doing what we're claiming we can do. And so putting trailers out, but those are actually full scenes that we've shot. So like we've already done probably over half the production, and we're crowdfunding it now. But we didn't go out and just say, hey, let's pick a few scenes to shoot a trailer and then crowdfund it. No, we went out and actually said, hey, let's actually start producing this thing.
I still haven't introduced you. Do you guys want to just tell them who you are?
Sure.
Hey, I'm Tim.
I'm Chris. Method to Madness Films. Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys. No, we're independent filmmakers, just getting started in like real entertainment filmmaking, and this is our first big project. We've done a few smaller projects, a couple of episodes for the Red Hood fan series, a couple of short films for business communities and that sort of thing. But this is our baby now. This is what we're going to try to really kick things off with. Yeah.
Now, did you guys write this project too? Like you mentioned, somebody else was doing it. Okay, cool. So this is like all you guys and your brothers, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Hence the same last name. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Family oriented. This is really cool. Okay, so which video am I supposed to click on here? Stephanie
the first
Brown versus
one right
False
there.
Fate?
Right there.
So, so if you want to see if you want to see the fight, that's the one.
Oh, let's do this, chat. Awesome. Oops, I got a super chat. Hold on. We got to do this. Paladin Dragoon Rider, thank you, my friend, for the $2 super chat. You could turn this into a series on YouTube and Rentable. That's what they're going to do. That's exactly the deal. So
yeah, this is going to be a YouTube film, and
in 4 parts.
In 4 parts. So we were talking about not having a plan before. We've got a plan, and the entire script's written. It's 150 some pages, and it's a full 2-hour feature length script. That's going to be broken up into 4 parts. So we're crowdfunding right now for part 1, and this is a fight scene that precedes the part.
Cool.
You think you're a society member? Let's go! Now you're going down.
Ow. I love that expression. Like, okay.
Now he's dead mouse.
Dead mouse.
Dead mouse.
He did it 12 times. Like he did that stunt like 5 times. No, over 5 times. It's like 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it must suck to be a stunt. I've never been involved in film.
They have fun. They love it.
They had so much fun. It was a lot of fun working with these guys. Incredibly passionate about their craft, and seriously professional guys. So, yeah, this is a great fight.
Hey. Ooh, the superhero landing.
Oof.
That was a bad idea. Steph, don't ever try to take down a criminal organization from the inside again.
Honey, hospital call. I have to go in. Did I leave my purse in? Oh my God! Stephanie Moira Brown, what happened to your face?
Mom, it's nothing.
When did this happen? What do you mean it's nothing? This is terrible.
Oh
Keep
man.
going.
Oh wow.
going.
Oh, hold on. I wanted to say he says you could tell this dude is a huge Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that gave me massive Bane vibes right there. That was fun. I loved it. Okay.
So, my mom's a nurse. Stupid. I'm Adriana, and I play Stephanie Brown in The Girl in the Mask. We are crowdfunding this episode on Indiegogo right now, and we need your help to finish it. We have awesome perks for our backers, including this exclusive Kevin Porter Bat Emblem t-shirt and more.
Kevin
join
Porter's a
us,
Batman,
and let's
guys.
make The Girl in the Mask incredible. And if you know someone who loves Stephanie Brown, Batman, or Red Robin, please share this project. The more people we have on board, the better chance we have to get this made. Thanks for watching, guys.
Awesome. Cool. And I'll put the link. I keep dropping the Indiegogo link. Definitely support this, guys. There's not a lot of time left on the campaign. That's kind of why I was talking to him. I'm like, if there's time on it, like if you guys want to come on, like do this. Like I think there's only a couple days left. So make sure to come in hard for this today. Yes, it's a spoiler fan film, is what we are. If you guys just showed up here, that's what I'm very excited about.
This is part one, so
part 1 of 4. Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, it is a little late in the campaign for part 1, but there's more to make. So we'll be doing more.
Awesome. So there were some questions like in the chat about this, about like how does this fan film thing work? Like, is there a risk of like DC shutting you down? Like, because I've watched the Star Trek fan film drama happen like about a few years ago, and I loved the stuff that Vic Mignogna did with his Star Trek fan. I mean, they were better than anything I've seen in Star Trek since Deep Space Nine. And then there was another guy, Crowley or something. Right? No, Vic Mignogna was Star Trek Continues.
Oh,
and then there was another one called Star Trek. I can't remember what it was called, but it was they both ran at the same time, and they both like did incredible productions, and they were both great. And then Axanar, they were building that Axanar thing, and they were making a big movie, and that's when the guy from Battlestar Galactica got involved, and he started really promoting it heavily at Comic-Con and stuff like that. Yeah. And then Paramount came in and they ban-hammered all this shit, and they just said no. But the problem they found was that these fan films were garnering way more excitement than actual Star Trek, because they're just not giving the fans what they want in Star Trek, and they're not making good films. I mean, Discovery is a disaster, and it's just like that's kind of the line they want to continue on. Strange New Worlds is really good.
So I enjoy that one.
They've righted the ship a little bit, but with Discovery, it was not what people wanted at all. And so I think they felt like they just couldn't have the competition out there. And so that killed the fan film sort of deal. Like, is this what's I don't know. What's the legality of this? Like, you guys know a lot about this, I'm sure.
I'm not a lawyer, so I can't speak to the legalities.
Right.
My good friend Nick Requeta is a lawyer. He could tell me.
Please don't. No. In all seriousness, there are a few few studios that are kind of friendly-ish to the fan community producing fan related stuff. So DC is one of them. Lucasfilms is a huge supporter of fan created content. Yes, huge supporter.
In fact, I don't expect that. In fact, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, Disney wanted to shut down the fan community, and the Lucasfilm guys said, "No, those are our fans.
Those are our fans. You can't touch them." And Lucasfilms, before Disney took over Lucasfilms, Lucasfilms used to run annual fan film contests. So Lucasfilms is awesome. If you're a creator that wants to do Star Wars related stuff. Or Indiana Jones or something like that. They're super supportive. DC is tolerant, I would say.
Tolerant.
That's
nice though. I mean, that actually gives me more respect for them than when I saw Paramount just put the squash on these people who built these beautiful sets. And obviously they love Star Trek, and this was promoting Star Trek better than they were promoting Star Trek. Yeah. It's like
that might have been the problem.
That to these people? I know. It's like I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a way for everybody to be able to enjoy themselves. But that huge respect to Lucasfilm and DC for that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that when we do this, and it's the way you present a lot of it. You don't want to don't piss off the people who own the IP, right? That's
I'm bad about that.
And well,
you're not making a fan film.
That's true. But, I mean, we're respectful of the characters, and we're directing people to the comics and say, go read this, go read that, and hey, they should be making. We're introducing people to the characters, and
we're creating this content because we're passionate about what they're doing. So And as long as we're not, there have been some projects out there where people have shut down simply because they're just messing with the content in a way that doesn't really build or respect the original content.
And then,
Right, and you guys created something that's about a character that never got a fair shot in the beginning anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's what we love about Stephanie. I mean, she's a little bit of an underdog, and she's got that. She's always trying so hard to be more, and
me too. I love that. Yeah,
and she does well sometimes, and then she makes mistakes sometimes, and that's what makes her so relatable and such a fun character to
she's
be.
An underdog in character and in real life, right? Right. Meaning her character is an underdog character. When it comes to the world of comics, right? Everybody wants, she always gets kind of, second rate kind of short shrift. So,
Paladin Dragoon Rider for $2. It shows he's talking about your love for the characters here. Are you guys on Twitter?
We are not on Twitter at the moment. We should probably
we should try again. We got banned from Twitter for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Banned from Twitter, you say? I'm not going to play the whole thing.
No, no, I'm not sure why. It was back in 2020. And
that's when
I don't know if it was by association or something like that. Maybe we liked the wrong person, followed the wrong person or something like that. Back in 2020 was Twitter drama. So
I mean, I watched in 2020 my follower counts just drop. And there was an app that allowed you to track why, and I was like, I'm not losing followers here. It just shows and I would see there was a one day, and it was like 120 counts were banned or suspended, and I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah.
And then eventually they got me. I was arguing with some comic book people, incidentally, and so some guy called me a racist. And so I said,
that'll do it.
And I'm Hispanic.
That's you're dead.
I'm Hispanic, so I'm like, and the guy was white, of course, right? And so I'm like, so I said, you're the racist, Whitey. And then he reported me for hate speech for saying Whitey. And that's what banned me.
Yeah, we didn't do any such thing. I mean, we were supporting the Batwoman posts with Stephanie Brown in them, and you know, we were just saying, hey, you know, just being really excited about all the Stephanie stuff happening, because
they were kind of bringing her back as a character.
And it was exciting. It was exciting. So I don't know what happened, but no, we haven't tried Twitter again. We are on Instagram. So give us a follow on Instagram at Method2, the number 2, Method2 Madness Films, and then we're on Facebook and YouTube as well. Yeah, cool. It's right there.
Yeah, I think YouTube's probably. I mean, we're all on YouTube, so this is, and then of course they're making videos, so it's kind of great synergy there too. So I'm gonna put their YouTube back in the comments here, to guys, if you want to give them a sub. So
but definitely on Instagram is also where we put behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
and
cool.
we kind of give a lot of updates on there as to we have production.
We just had production with Kevin Porter in the bat suit. You can see, you know, that's our Batman.
You guys know Kevin Porter?
No.
Kevin Porter from Dying is Easy.
Dying is Easy, Bat in the Sun.
Oh, if you don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can I go down this rabbit hole too?
Yeah, that's a good rabbit hole. That's a good rabbit hole.
Okay.
Kevin Porter is he's a seasoned veteran when it comes to Batman.
He's been playing Batman for 24 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's done official appearances for DC as Batman, and he's been all over the world doing Batman stuff. So.
Have you guys seen Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's Laser in Dodgeball.
Laser.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Nice. All right. That's fun. Nice. So I liked your Jim Gordon too. He's got the look. He's got the voice. He sounds perfect.
Yeah,
your Renee Montoya. She looked great too. She's you got some pretty ladies in the cast, I gotta say. And that's always good. What's Hollywood's aversion to pretty ladies at this point? Like I've noticed there's been a trend towards like casting less pretty ladies, like almost intentionally. It seems like.
I think there's a general trend of people trying to meet in the middle of femininity and masculinity, and I think that's
so androgynous.
Yeah, the androgynous thing, which
like
is
cider.
Interesting.
I mean, no. Poor cider.
I just watched Power Rangers. That's what I get for it, man.
You're not helping.
It's just spandex. Come on. What the
I
heck?
couldn't tell which one was the girl. They put the girl in the Red Ranger costume. I was like, what's going on here?
You're gonna have to run that drama thing again.
Cool. So this is their Indiegogo, guys, and that's what we're promoting today. It looks like you've gotten a few backers like over the course of this stream. I don't know if it was from us or not, but
wonderful.
Here we are.
Thank you, guys.
So, cool.
If it's from the stream, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just chip in right here.
Check out some of the perks.
Yeah.
So one thing that was super important to us that we didn't treat our backers as donors. You're not donating to a cause. You're helping us produce something. You're producers. So you're helping us make this film. So every single person that donates, even at the lowest level, gets contributes. I should say, backs. Every person that backs gets a screen credit, and we'll have all the tiers listed, and your names will be listed in the end credits, unless you're an associate producer, which is all the way at the bottom there, John. The associate producer gets a opening credit. So
wow,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
Which I mean, so the that picture you see behind Tim of Batman, we just shot the opening credits with Kevin. So
okay, cool.
So your name will appear in the same sequence as Batman. Kind of
there he is. What a badass.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen him a lot over in the Bat in the Sun stuff. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He's done Punisher. He's done Negan. He's done M. Bison. A lot of great characters with Bat in the Sun.
Cool.
So if you want to see it, have you seen our first trailer?
No, I've seen what's on here, and that's it. And then the one you just showed me. Cool.
So the first,
so you want me to go
the first
back to
link
YouTube?
I posted there is our first trailer.
Oh, in the private chat. Okay.
Yes, and that one
Cool.
has
Batman in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at
so
Batman,
that's a cool thing to check out.
I like watching video. Don't DMCA it. So, by the way, the reason I pause everything and talk, I've gotten so used to, like, when I'm talking about things, pausing it so I don't get DMCA struck or something like that. I've like gotten that in my mind. So it's like, that's why you guys are like, just keep watching it. I'm just like, this is weird for you. You're not going to strike me.
It's your show.
Spoiler alert, every 4 days. It's like she wants to tell us what's going on, but doesn't want to let us in on a secret.
The scapegoat is what enables the culture to step forward into the future.
What about vigilantes?
You mean like Batman?
Batman's power is in what he symbolizes.
Cool.
Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
My
so
God, his voice is perfect for Batman too.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we first, I mean, we'd followed Kevin for a little bit, but what convinced us that he is the perfect Batman is a short film that he did in which he did not ever put on the cowl. He played Bruce Wayne through the
the
whole
film
thing.
is called The Truth of the Mask.
Truth of the Mask,
Yeah.
and there's a moment in there where he's talking to the Riddler in kind of a public place, right? And there's a moment in there where he becomes Batman
Without the mask.
without the mask, and he just like his whole persona changes. So he does both the Bruce Wayne and he does the Batman thing, with just acting, right? And
Cool.
it was like, oh, this is the guy. And
Yeah.
and honestly, Kevin Porter is the guy that we would want to have as playing Batman if we could choose anybody in the world.
Yeah.
If Christian Bale said he wanted to be Batman, we'd be like, no, Kevin Porter's our Batman.
I liked like Adriana in this, like even like with the mask on and in the fight scene right there, I wanted to comment on that. Like she's so expressive with her eyes that you could tell, like when she like looked at the rat character or whatever, the mask character, she's like WTF, right? And you could just see it in her eyes, right?
Yeah.
And then when she's really scared of something, that fear translated right into her eyes too. And like with a mask on, with just that is I mean, that's incredible talent right there. So pretty cool.
We've seen her grow from, I think the first thing we shot with her was she was 17 years old, and she's just grown leaps and bounds since then. It's really cool to see her develop as an actor, and then to see her like interact with these other actors, and match their level. It's really awesome. Really, really cool to see.
It's cool. Now you guys are directing it as well. So how much work is it to like pull these performances out of the actors? I mean, you mentioned you shot like that guy fall into the ground or whatever like 5 times or whatever.
Yeah.
Does everything kind of go like that, or is it?
That's just what
what's
he
it like?
does.
Yeah, well, as a stunt performer, he was being really self-critical too. Like I want my leg up higher. I wanted to, I want to get it looking more dynamic or whatever. It's just, so he'd come back, watch his performance, think, oh no, I can give more. I can do more. I can do more. And it was just so cool to watch him to do that. But in terms of pulling performances out, it's not like I'm there like, come on, give me more. It's just creating the world for them so that they have an environment in their minds and in their heads that they're transported to that world, and that's my job.
Yeah, this is what's going on. This is what's just happened in the story.
Yeah, we there's a lot of setting up the scene for them, just saying, okay, this is what just happened, or this is the emotional context. You've already gone through this thing or that thing, or you don't know that thing yet, right? So just just playing with that, and then giving them that context for them to be like, okay, this is where my character is, just emotionally, mentally, and then physically as well. Since we're shooting green screen for quite a few scenes, it's like, okay, so physically speaking, this is your environment. You're on the rooftop of Gotham City. You've got the signal up there, and you've got, so the streets below, you've got Gotham streets below, and maybe you're hearing somebody scream, somebody help me, and creating that environment for the actor so that they're like, okay, now I've got it. I'm in my space. I'm in my zone. And yeah. So, but yeah.
What's the most important, expensive part of the production? Is it the effects behind the green screen? Is it the stunts, the actors? Like what? Where's most of the money go?
Oh, that hard cash. I would say pre-production. You've got a lot. We put a lot into costuming and.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, costuming's pretty expensive. Just getting flying actors in to do the scenes. That can rack up.
You went across. Wow, you didn't even
do
locally.
Yeah, Kevin was in LA. He's now in Florida. But flying him in, that cost money. And then putting them up and feeding them and all of that. Timothy Cox, our Commissioner Gordon, is from Ohio, and our Montoya is from Texas.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, we went all over the place to get people that we felt were right for the part, and we're not just playing at filmmaking, saying, "Oh, let's get a bunch of teenage friends together and say, hey." No, we wanted legitimate. Yeah, fake mustache, and we wanted legitimate actors. So getting them into town, setting up a production, that is expensive, and then we haven't even gotten there yet. But the visual effects is also a huge.
I mean, any visual
expense,
effects that you've seen in the trailers was done by us.
Wow, really?
By Chris.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
So
oh my
last
God, Chris,
trailer
you're
was-
talented, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, there's so much to this. I watched all this, and like even from the first trailer I saw, I was just like, these guys are really good, and that's what got me excited about this. I mean, doing writing and directing and the visual effects, that's incredible.
We would like to get more people on board with visual effects.
Yeah, well, it takes us a long time to actually do stuff because we've got day jobs too. So
right,
and if we're not paying somebody to do it, then it's expensive for us just from a time standpoint. So time is another huge kind of expensive thing because when we're pouring into this project, it takes us away from other things that is actually making money. So
right.
One thing I want to point out is the music. The music that you heard in the fight scene, that's original score.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Righteous.
our composer, Smith Lightheart, he recently worked on this little film called Mission Impossible.
Oh no way, really? Wow.
Yeah, he did work on Obi-Wan Kenobi as well.
Wow.
And if you're on Netflix, he did work on Mech Cadets, which is a new kids TV show, which is actually really fun. It's a good show.
Is that based on the comic? Yeah, I guess
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. I hadn't even heard that they made a Netflix show of that. I'll have to check
Yeah,
that
it's
out.
actually good.
So,
It's actually
yeah.
pretty good.
Cool.
So,
guys,
yeah,
coming
this
hard
is,
for this, guys. I'm really excited about this. This is my favorite character in comics, and that's what drew me to this, of course. So
quickly becoming mine too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the show here, guys. And if you want to go and head about your days, we're gonna get into the drama that went on last night on Nick Rekieta's stream. So, do you know are you familiar with Nick Rekieta?
No,
I don't think I am.
It's too much lore. You know the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing?
Oh
yes.
He got really famous from covering that. Let's just go with that.
As a YouTube lawyer.
As a YouTube lawyer, yeah.
All right.
So
Stung by a bee.
Yeah. That's yes.
Yeah.
So
stung by
yeah.
a bee.
So his streams get a little bit wild, and it's interesting stuff happens there. But this is good stuff. We love independent productions and independent producers doing things that are creative like this. You guys are awesome, and I'm going to back this. I'm going to, of course, share this out as much as I possibly can over the next what we got 36 hours left here.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing more of this. So good work, guys.
Thank you so much, John.
And thanks for
Thanks,
joining us later. Yeah.
Sure. Talk to you soon. All right, Cider. You ready for this? Right?
Yep.
I have to pee though, so let's
I'm just a little koala guy. Look who's here, it's Yellow Flash. I don't want to be Batman. You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. I'm sorry. Yellow Flash, you know, the man, the myth, the guy that's got hundreds of thousands of people, but he still gets down here with us and he says, I can't wait for your new book to launch so I can laugh at how poorly it tracks, you low-cow pile of trash. You gotta look yourself right in the fucking face and go, wow, I'm a useless fucking drunk and just get angry on the internet. That's what I fucking do with my life. But at least I'm better than that Liam Gray guy. At least I'm better than him, right? You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. Do I gotta get down in the mud? Do I gotta show you that this is my operating table? Because I know that's what you guys want. But I don't want to be Batman. You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. But if that's what I gotta be to get on Flashcast, I don't fucking want it. But I'll tell you what, I will fight you, mate, if you're a big fucking hero. If you're a big fucking hero, you're a big loudmouth fucking hero. Set it up. Same with JDA, same with all these cunts. Any one of you cunts. If you want to get in a big fucking line one at a time in the ring, we'll do it. Stop acting like fucking heroes on the internet and be fucking men. Fuck you. You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. Do I gotta get down in the mud? Do I gotta show you that this is my operating table? Because I know that's what you guys want. But I don't want to be Batman. I'm sorry. You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. If I'm nasty enough to Liam on the internet, and I lead a whole bunch of mouth-breathing idiots that don't bother to do their research for themselves and trashing him and stalking him, that's so fun. That's so fun because fuck Liam. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And what, you want me to be Ethan Ralph for you? You want me to be Ethan Ralph for you, you drumming farmer fucking whore loser? You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud. Do I gotta get down in the mud? Do I gotta show you that this is my operating table? Because I know that's what you guys want. But I don't want to be Batman. I'm sorry. You don't deserve to roll around half naked with me in the mud.
We really don't deserve to roll around half naked with him in the mud. That's true.
I don't want to, Joe.
No, we don't. Oh, before we get to rackets, I guess we do. I guess we should touch upon this.
We're gonna touch things. I don't want to touch things.
I mean, you don't want to touch this. I mean, it's a dead body of this lady.
Ew.
So yes, my esteemed California. Oh God, I can't even say it. Okay, my esteemed California Senator Dianne Feinstein.
Feinstein.
She's dead. DED.
Fucking dead. As a doornail.
Oh man, press S in the chat to spit. Thank you. She was one of the most corrupt politicians, period, out here. And of course, she and her husband ran all these schemes where they profited off of everything they did, still in Congress, just like sitting there untouchable because she's in California. So nothing's going to happen. So, yeah, she was one of the worst. And what's amazing to me is even though being one of the worst possible, whoever she gets replaced with is going to be even worse and more corrupt. That's the craziest part about all this. Yes. Paladin Dragon Rider. Yes.
Oh, you got one.
Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead trap remix. Yes.
I don't have a trap remix, but I do have this crazy psychopath on camera talking about a gun grab.
We'll try this one.
Gotten 51 votes in the Senate of the United States for an outright ban, picking up every one of them. Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in. I would have done it.
Fuck you, you bitch! Get off my show and get off my planet and die! Oh, wait, you already did.
Problem solved.
Bye, Felicia.
Problem solved. What an ugly monster. You know, her husband made over $50 million kicking people out of their houses, foreclosing on homes.
Oh, they're terrible people.
Oh, yeah. Just like the
People-
Pelosi's. Insider trading.
I mean, he kicked out poor people from their homes, poor people in debt like this.
Oh.
I
guess comics aren't booming.
Oh, no, not so much. So, man, Tess Fowler. So sad.
Chris Gutierrez. They're warriors.
Yes.
John.
I know. I did a video about this earlier, but let's play the sad piano music and while I read their deal.
Yeah,
Where's my sad piano music?
Just a second.
Piano sad. It's the button that says piano sad, Chad. Okay. Tess Fowler and Chris Gutierrez are warriors, heroes. They are generous to a fault. They are authentic and true and bold in their art and storytelling. They dealt with Tess's unthinkable cancer diagnosis in 2020. She beat cancer just like Liam.
Yeah, in one day.
Just like Liam in one day.
She lost a ball too.
She lost a ball too. Sorry, this is serious. Which had Tess walk through the valleys of chemo, surgery, and a total reinvention. Is she a tranny?
What?
Is Tess because surgery, total reinvention of who she was?
No, it's a spiritual
Is Tess Fowler?
reinvention.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know why those are valleys, but whatever.
Then they dealt with Chris's blood pressure crisis, which ought to have killed him. The doctors don't know why it didn't. It wasn't the vax. And brought themselves through the shadows of childhood trauma. Oh God, childhood trauma? God, are they fucking for... Okay. To free themselves to be honest and honorable folk, even through the difficulties of these medical crises and COVID. Yes. Wear your masks, Chad. I have never seen two more resilient people. But they are now victims of the eviction tsunami hitting Los Angeles.
Oh,
Probably partially owned by Senator Dianne Feinstein's husband. They did not qualify for COVID help.
Oh.
Though they chased down their every single possible financial assistance they could find. Now, does it occur to Tess and this motherfucker that their little communist bullshit they vote for and the fucking Democrats that are causing the hyperinflation, the rampant unemployment, the destruction of our society, the destruction of fucking everything might be part of the cause of this and might be part of the problem?
No.
Sorry.
No,
Getting my
it's
blood pressure up
Republicans.
here. Oh.
Yep.
Back to the sad piano music, please. Thank you. Their landlord has said he would work with them regarding back rent, but then turned around and said, nope, decided not to. You have a week to get out. By the way, California law for this shit, I'm not a lawyer, but I do deal in properties and things like that. That is kind of my background here. It takes like 90 plus days to evict somebody before you can even get to the point where you can get into court to attempt to evict somebody. So no, there was not a 1 week turnaround here where the thing is happening. They've had 90 plus days. They've farted around. They did not get real jobs. This is what happened here. So this is bullshit. Okay, next. Piano music. At this point, there is no hope with that landlord. So they are madly trying to find some place to live. With a very tight apartment market in LA. Can't do that. The first last security plus without our help. They will immediately owe $25,000 in back rent after that. Okay, so hold up.
Holy shit!
Yeah, $25,000, Cider. Okay.
That's more than a down payment on a house.
Yeah. Well, not in California.
Well, get the fuck out of California then.
They can't. Don't you understand? They love
Well,
it.
clearly they can. If $25,000 is what they need to cover their post-COVID rent.
Paladin Dragon Rider, thank you for the $2 super chat. This is becoming like a dark roast stream almost. Remember the dark roast stream? Did anybody save the dark roast stream? I would love to EFAP that.
That's ancient history now. It's gone.
It's gone.
Zach will
and
never release
your boy
it
Zach
because
is still apologizing for it. I don't apologize. I hope all SJWs go broke, and I hope they all become homeless, and I hope they all go away out of our industry forever. And I hope we keep making money and showing them the way that they shouldn't be fucking communists. How about that? It's like a half a year to a year minimum, says. Yeah. Oh yeah. It takes forever to get evicted. They've been sitting on this for months, maybe even a year. That's true. Of course, probably living for free. Okay. Sad piano music.
Right. Sorry.
Whatever you can do. And I know we are all tight right now, helping each other. Thanks, Joe Biden. Oh, that wasn't in there. That was me. My commentary.
Yep.
Could keep them from ending up on the streets and sleeping in their cars. Anything helps. Thank you. Oh, wait. There's an update. This is new. As of this morning, 127 of you stepped up. Most of them are not anonymous, by the way, because the comic pros want to be. It's like, you know, the thing Jesus talked about, giving alms to the poor and all that stuff. Don't be seen doing it. These guys want to be seen donating to charity. Like,
they're good people, John.
They're good persons.
They're good.
This is the whole point of that. The entire point of donating is that it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes. It doesn't even begin to cover it. Today is the day that Tess and Chris will be out of their apartment and officially without a home. Tess says the plan Airbnb monthly. Wait a minute. Wait. Pause it. They're staying in fucking hotels.
Well, more than a hotel.
More than a hotel.
Than
They basically get more expensive than a hotel even.
Correct.
Because so these are like little elitists who like pay, you know, so what? I mean, so if it was like $25,000 in rent, let's call it 6 months of back rent, right?
Well,
so
see, it goes on to say here, but an Airbnb will cost money as much as an apartment.
So they're paying like $4,000 in rent. So listen, I live in California. And I've actually been working on renting out a 1-bedroom, a very nice apartment in a very nice area with a ton of amenities. It's even got a tennis court, and I'm working on that. This is something I'm working on. So the rent on this is $2,000 a month. Okay. So if that's the case, why do they need to pay all this other? They're living not just like a normal working couple or whatever. They're living like pretty extravagantly.
You could stay in an Airbnb, apparently.
I guess they need more than a 1-bedroom apartment. They probably need like an office and a den and you know, it's like, I mean, this is
access to a gym.
Access to a gym. Well, the one I'm renting out does have access to it. It has its own gym. Like,
let Tess know.
Members. Let Tess know. $2,000 a month. You can move in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to. I wouldn't accept Tess because she's got bad credit. You know.
Oh, right. The bad.
Yeah.
You know, $25,000. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. There's that. So
yeah.
I mean,
whoops.
Sorry. This is interesting. Yeah, Paladin Dragoon Rider, thank you for the $2 super chat. California did suspend the eviction period for the coup. Yeah, this could have gone back years. So back in 2020 and 2021, you could not, as a landlord, which was really irritating for people like me, evict anybody. So they could just not pay you, and you'd get fucked. There was nothing you could do. California did everything in their possibility to fuck landlords. And so it was rough. A lot of people lost their, because landlords have mortgages on these properties too. You got to remember, everything's owned by the banks in America. And so, you know, a lot of people lost their buildings and things like that. And of course, BlackRock swooped all this shit up. I'm dead. It is BlackRock again. They swooped all these properties up at like dirt cheap prices. It was terrible. And that's why all the prices went up again. So you can blame BlackRock and Joe Biden. So there you go. Okay, back to the sad piano music.
Oh, right. Just a second here. Put it away.
Yes, the plan Airbnb monthly. Pinky's in the air, chat. God. This is so out of touch. Out of touch homeless people. Out of touch entitled homeless people, chat.
Do you think you'd live to see the day?
My God. This is what communism does.
Didn't they just say they'd be resorting to living in their cars, and now they're
Yes.
like, "Oh, we're gonna go stay in an Airbnb."
Oh no, we're gonna
that
go
costs
stay
as
in an
much as
Airbnb.
apartment."
Right. We continue to work and spend the rest of the time hunting for a new place. But Airbnb will still cost money, as much as an apartment. Plus the cost of their entire lives in storage. So they're fucking hoarders too. They got a bunch of shit.
Yep.
Okay. I bet a bunch of Funko Pops. So this GoFundMe
Edible underwear
is oh god, I don't want to think about that.
Too
is
late.
critical in keeping them afloat as they start this new adventure. Please share whatever you can. I know we can get them safely through this. Let's see all the donors. Let's see if we can find anybody from the comic industry. What do you think Faith E. Hicks? Is Faith Hicks from the Faith E. Hicks comics? Faith Erin Hicks is an artist and writer living in Vancouver. Adventures of Superhero Girl. Okay, Publishers Weekly has reviewed her. Oh, Eisner Award-winning Faith Hicks.
Okay.
She looks like a SJW. Let's see. Let me look at images. How's her art? Oh, it's shit the book, chat. Okay. Next. Emmett Hobbs. Should I look up that person, see if they're in comics?
Are we gonna go through 132 of these,
Yeah,
John?
yeah, we are.
Really?
Oh, yep. Rick and Morty comic artist right there. Yes. Jordan Blum. I've heard of this name before. Okay. So virtuous. Okay, yeah, this person worked on Patton Oswalt's self-insert comic. Yes. Remember Patton
So you can
Oswalt?
draw
Yeah.
fat guys. That's good.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Oh, amazing. Look, join this list so you can be part of the team. Goes down. Is there anybody I recognize on here? So virtuous. Look at this guy with his soy face. Let's see. There's a Brian Michael Bendis. Yes.
He put $100 into that.
$100.
$100.
Think of the good Brian Michael Bendis has done here. Join this list. Oh, very nice. I don't
He
really
does Rick
recognize
and Marty,
anybody.
and all he could swing was
Oh,
50?
Look who else is virtuous.
Wow.
Look, yes. Mark
Wade.
Wade. Yes. That you know, he doesn't have the your boy Zach lawsuit anymore, so he's got some cash and can chip in. Very nice, Mark Wade. David Hahn's a comic writer I know. Chloe Handler. Do you remember Chloe Handler?
Yep. Can drop 100.
The Amazing Gators?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, the tranny who writes anti-comics game. Yes, so virtuous. Yes, they're all just in Discords together, chat, or Twitter DM groups. My God, let's clap for Chloe Handler. So nice. Chris Roberson is of course, a writer who worked on Superman for a while. Ethan Sachs, another one of the major SJWs in comics out there. Not related to Ethan Van Sciver. Just happens to be an Ethan. Oh yeah.
That's not how names work.
Oh, it's not? Oh, sorry. Greg Pak. Greg Pak, the guy who turned Hulk into an Asian boy, and of course wanted to make everything gay in comics for Marvel back in the day. Blocked everybody immediately. Total dick. Paul Tobin, another writer, SJW writer who blocked everybody in Comicsgate on a blockchain. Yes, they're all here, chat. Together, giving money to Tess Fowler. Amazing. Pete Woods. This guy loves ranting. He worked with our good friend Dan Slott on Iron Man. It was shit the book. Oh, yeah. Tim Seeley. Hey, Tim Seeley was just in a Bounding Into Comics article, and your boy Zach was just talking about how Tim Seeley is a terrible SJW, and Tim Seeley made this whole rant about how comic books aren't selling now because they're too expensive. But it's really because of your woke bullshit, Tim Seeley. Yes. Aaron Lewis. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Is there anybody else in here that we might remember? G. Norbert is a science fiction writer. Yes. From LA. And that's it. That's the fun. Those are the very virtuous good persons who are giving money to Tess Fowler chat. You could give money to Tess, but I don't want you to. I'd rather you give money to this this cool spoiler fan film because it's really cool. So I'm going to put that link back in the chat again. I really want them to do a thing. I took Seeley home after a night at a few strip clubs. Yeah, he's a degenerate. He writes like porn comics for Playboy. So total degenerate. He's nice though, actually. He won't come on the show, but he'll talk to me in private. He's one of those people.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so I better find this Rekieta Law stream. Is he on
Hopefully he can
YouTube
get taken
still?
down.
Nick Rekieta?
I don't know.
Law. Oh my God, the internet is a stupid place, says Nick Rekieta on YouTube.com. Whoops, this is the thing. Did they start the stream at 66 backers and get to 73, or was that my imagination?
I have no idea. I came in late and I didn't see it till you showed it. So
yeah, I don't know either. But that'd be cool if they did. I don't know if I could take credit for that, but I'd like to. I love this. I listening to those guys, you can tell they care. They're competent. Just watching their films, their competence. They had good casting all the way around. I'm stoked.
Well, they pulled in people from all over the country to do this. They didn't just stick a sign outside of their house, like casting, take a tab.
Like, this is something I'm sincerely excited about. Where'd my Rekieta thing go? I had a tab.
Where did your Rekieta thing go?
Gosh,
the world may never
I had this
know.
open. Where did my tab go?
Did you close it?
That's so weird.
You guys and your 70 million open tabs.
I'm sorry, I've got 50,000 open tabs.
The problem is, why you guys do that?
I open a bunch of tabs and then I save it because I'm writing articles on shit and then I'm making videos on shit and I'm saving some for tomorrow. And then it's like I've got too much shit to do. So I'm working, right? I'm so tired. Right. Oh my God. I have so much content for videos, Cider, just because of this these SJWs trying to cancel me from Renfamous the other day.
Yep.
That like I've got videos like all weekend and I recorded an Ahsoka review for episode 7. And I just didn't post it because like that's gonna be my worst clicked video because I've got so many clicks going on. But John Trent did an Ahsoka review. Do you think John Trent liked Ahsoka, chat? What do you think? Do you think he was thrilled by Ahsoka's episode 7? Knowing John Trent from Bounding Into Comics, what do you think his reaction was, Cider? We already know what his reaction was.
Yeah, I can't answer that. I got cheat codes.
Yeah, you got the cheat codes. So here it is. Makes you constantly say, that's exactly what I expected John Trent would say. Yep. Exact wording, even with the scare quotes. So
scare quotes. Ooh.
Yeah, this is stupid square quotes. Yeah, Ahsoka. Well, I guess it's not scare quotes. I guess it's a quote because it makes you say this is stupid. I liked episode 7. There's my spoiler. I thought it was cool. I think John's wrong.
Okay.
How about that? Hot take. I don't want to talk about it, though, because nobody cares. So our good friend Eric July went on with Rackets. Now, this is a dangerous stream for me to do right now because what I'm reading on Twitter.com is that our good friend Eric July did not do so well on Rackets here. And as a person who stands with the Rippaverse, my good friend Eric July and all that, I just disavow whatever, But I have to cover it anyway because it's drama, and this is what we do here. So keep that in mind. Don't hate me for my takes. Don't hate me for whatever Rackets says, and don't hate me for whatever Eric July says. I don't know. Hit the like and subscribe button, and then go la 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 la. How about that? Should I get the guy who showed up at his warehouse on the show right now?
No.
Don't do that. I could. You don't think
you're not going to get through the video. You're not going to get through the video.
Okay. You don't think I should do that?
No,
okay.
Start a fight in the
watch
chat.
Racket.
Yeah.
Well, but if there's a fight in the chat, I'm going to get more super chats though.
Will you?
I don't know. Because when Puma Fist comes on, everybody super chats to yell at him. Did you see Puma Fist disavowed Mike Barron the other day because Eric July hired him now? Yeah.
Puma Fist is still alive?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. He made a video going, I'm so disappointed in Mike Barron for taking a job to write comics that pays well. Fuck him.
Well, I'm glad we're watching this Ricada video and not that. That sounds.
Do you guys want me? Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. It's fucking gay. Pumafist is an idiot. Do you guys want that guy on here? You will pay to yell at Riley. We have one person who wants Riley on here.
John, he may be at work right now. I don't think you can just pull him out of a hat.
Riley? It's what? I mean, is he East Coast? I don't even know.
Exactly. It's not like you just.
Should I get Riley on here, chat?
I don't. Might as well. You baited the chat, so they're
baited the chat, but they're not super chatting me it. They're just telling me it.
Oh, I see. So you need the payment first.
I need the payment up front to try to get the guy on.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is here? Ray. What's Ray? What? Ray never contributes shit. Should I just kick her out of my DM group?
Then you're gonna hear her complain about it. So I guess.
Yeah, but she's got me banned on YouTube. I mean, like,
generate drama.
Unban me. I do like generating drama, but I've already got drama coming in from like Renfamous and Larry Coronary and shit. So like, Ray really doesn't even matter anymore. So do it. No. Yes, Riley. No. The chat's divided on this. ADD John, focus. Okay, let's play rackets.
Eric, I'm bringing you in. You already give me a thumbs up?
I'm playing it a little faster.
Hey man, what's shaking?
I got a super sticker, but Brightest Day doesn't tell me whether he actually wants me to do it or not. So I don't know if this means anti-Riley or pro-Riley from Brightest Day. But thank you for the super sticker anyway. We appreciate you. We appreciate your audiobooks too. You can get my audiobook, The Stars Entwined, on Amazon too, which Brightest Day Audiobooks Productions did himself. And you can go to, let me grab the link. Right here.
Riley punched Ethan Ralph in the face?
Wait, what? Oh, now I really want him on. Let me see if he'll come on. Riley, get in here. Chat wants your blood.
You mentioned Ethan Ralph started going at Eric as well.
Ethan Ralph went at Eric July yesterday. Yeah, this is such a weird convergence of things. Weird. I don't know what's happening. Might I suggest you hit play? Good idea.
What's up, man? What's up?
Too much drama, man. Too much drama. And I think there's a lot of misunderstanding going on, but
there's going to be more drama
let's just be out with it, be fully frank. I'm good with that. I want to bury all this shit because I hate this stuff. So what you got for me, man?
Drama. Oh no, I figured that instead of talking around it and talking at audience and all that good stuff, I figured that why not talk directly? Definitely if I'm saying something about you or you saying something about me, I figure why not talk directly. I've been with you on that. I think this whole kind of ordeal is gay.
This seems contentious already. I'm getting like body language vibes from Ritpa looking away. Now I am at 1.25 speed. Should I slow it down to normal just so I can get better body language thoughts on this? Let's do that first.
And should be ended. However, I think in order for that to kind of be on the table, if that's something that we both want, you remember I told you this initially, we need to be honest about it. And let's not act like this is one of those, hey, this is this guy versus that guy thing. That's not what this is. I didn't start this.
You definitely did not.
Had nothing to do with any of that. But yeah, it's reached kind of a level that is, it's gay. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, and to be very clear, I don't know if you heard or saw, or maybe you did and you didn't think it was genuine, gay. And I don't know. But I did say that, Riley going to your place of business, while I don't think it was illegal, and we may have some disagreements over that, and there may be details that I can't see in regards to the property, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's illegal. But I did say, bad move. He shouldn't do it. Given the tension, I think it's a really bad play. I don't like people doing that shit. I wouldn't want him doing it to me either. I get it.
I told Riley this too. I said that was not a good idea. He shouldn't have fucking done that. So
especially in
it was me and Andy Signor. Back to Ray. Me and Andy Signor fucking tag teamed Riley. Oh no, I shouldn't say it like that. We confronted Riley is what I meant to say. Sorry, chat. Because Eric July said really fucking gay. And okay. Andy Signor and me confronted Riley. We told him what he was doing was fucking stupid. And Andy Signor says, not gonna lie, bro, if somebody showed up at my property, I'd fucking call the cops on them too. And I'm like, this. So there you go. That was dumb, O'Reilly.
So that was the thing I said last night when it was brought up to me. I wasn't aware of it until someone super chatted, and I had to like look in. Or I might have seen it or something, but someone super chatted, and I addressed it right then in my last stream. So I do not think he should have gone to your place of business at all. But at the same time, like if people ask me about legalities, specifically self-defense, like I'm going to give them my legal opinion. That's still true. And I think right before we got, or that I saw that you were in chat, I was saying that there are two practicalities, right? There's what.
All right. Riley says he's on the road right now, and so he can't come in. But he is going to send the Star Wars boob girl to our show next week. So she'll come on the show. Mint.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Like that's better anyway. I mean, chat probably likes her more. For good
Sure.
reason. Yeah.
Hopefully she can
legally
explain the
do,
dollar
and then
bill
there's
thing.
what you should and shouldn't do. And I think what Riley did is something
Drive
you
into the
shouldn't
bunny
do.
ranch, most likely.
So I want to be very clear on that.
And I'm cool with that.
The bunny ranch is a place he'd put up those dollars, and he'd be welcome. Probably, I'm guessing.
Maybe that's how you get in.
Yeah. Doesn't our good friend Mecha Random kind of live over there too?
I don't know if she lives on a bunny ranch or not. I hope
Oh,
not.
geez. I hope not too.
There is a point of contention there. I'm obviously not a lawyer, but I'm at least familiar enough with it, certainly with our team, as well as what's actually happening on it. Again, my issue with it is less legal versus illegal anyway.
Oh, do you know what we need?
Jacob?
We need Jacob.
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Puta.
I don't speak moon speak.
So are you familiar with the drama, Jacob?
Isn't there always drama with Eric July because people hate him so much that he made so much money?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much
It
the
all
rundown,
comes down
right?
to that at the end of the day. That is the rundown, 100%. Yeah. So I guess it's now Ricada versus Eric July. Gets steamy in here.
Round
Yeah.
Fight.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But again, I do question that whole legality aspect of it all because, I make the argument.
So Eric is looking
And
off to the
certainly-
side quite a bit and looking away quite a bit, and you can tell he's agitated with Ricada himself. So I do see that.
What was this in regards to again? Because I forgot how this whole thing started.
So some guy showed up on Eric July's property, recorded himself taping dollars to his window or some shit, and then it was really weird, and he's like, "Get these super chats," doing that, and then it was really creepy, and then he, I don't know, Eric July.
Yeah, that's a very good way to get sent to the shadow realm very quickly, showing up at somebody's house,
and it's in
inside
Texas too.
Yeah, not the smartest of moves.
Yeah, but in California it'd be okay. Like you could show up to Smiller's house and.
I wasn't going to bring him in while he was busy stuffing his face.
I mean, I was. What's he got? What's he eating?
Mango.
Green screen.
Oh, I love mangoes.
He's eating green screen. Can't you see?
I thought you only ate like meat only or something like that.
Carnivore.
Mangoes, dude.
Clearly,
I
they're
love
flesh.
mangoes. I eat mangoes like almost every day. I wasn't into
Dude, they
it.
have
Like
this mango's
yeah,
like
I don't
this
know.
flipping big. There's
Oh yeah.
having some
Awesome.
huge bloody
Mango
mangoes.
manias running wild, brother.
Yummy.
And they're so
Shit.
juicy. Perfect.
I'm kind of hungry for a snack too, but I'm not going to. I got a I can show my lunch. I have it's pretty awesome. I have to let me put it in
Having
the
an
Discord
iPhone
and then
for
I'll
lunch.
pull it up. I had an iPhone for lunch. I'm gonna put it in the Discord to get it to my computer so I could pull
I'll
up
share
my
that
lunch.
with Micah.
Oh my gosh, since I mean, you saw the intro video. I mean, this is a food channel, so it didn't upload. Why didn't it upload?
I'm in the right place.
Wrong channel. How come it's not uploaded?
Just turn your phone around and show us the picture.
Okay, I'll just show you the picture. I was gonna pull it up really nicely. What's going on here?
You boomered this up so much, this meal better look good.
It's great. So, what the hell's going on here? Okay, there it is. It's in my Discord. Open in browser, and there we go. Okay, so this is my beautiful lunch. So it was like a curry with squash and shrimp and onions and of course
Somebody took a shit in that
broccoli
bowl.
sprouts.
Well, I mean, he said curry, so it was only applied that someone took a shit.
You trying to put on weight?
No, this is like there's no way I'd put on weight with this. This was like 0 calories.
Are you
It
kidding?
doesn't
dude?
look like human.
I think he's more talking about the sodium and then the
Rice.
carbs and the.
Yeah.
The cards.
That much white rice is not a lot of calories. It's really good. This was an excellent meal. It came from I forget some magazine, some food magazine, and I mean we are very foodie oriented here. I went out to a nice vegan dinner on Wednesday night too. Did I tell you guys about that? Yeah, very good.
So are you finally coming out of the closet now? Is that what we're getting with this?
I'm trying to be like Tom Brady. That's all. You know?
I mean,
he wins Super Bowls by being vegan, Jacob.
Oh, that's how he does it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was his witch wife that was helping him behind the scenes.
All right,
Oh,
you gonna
gosh.
talk about this Rippa thing or what?
Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet. I got a message
my
from Mike
gosh.
S. Miller in the middle of the night. That
Yeah,
was
I
like,
tried to
John!
freaking call me when I'm sleeping, so I was trying to wake you up and be like, dude, what? You're missing out. on
Yeah,
these-
I put my phone on do not disturb when I'm sleeping though, like an intelligent person.
Genius.
Yes.
Now, how do
This
people get a hold of
sounds
you in
good.
emergencies?
They don't.
They don't.
Apparently.
Okay.
Everybody here is making the argument that for sure, definitely considering at
I'm gonna go back to
nighttime, that
125.
is criminal mischief, right?
Yeah, and
Definitely because he's writing on stuff and he's putting notes up and all that good stuff. And in Texas, if you don't know, you can, by the way, and this is not anything that I'm advocating, right? I want to be very,
Right.
very clear about that. But, definitely because we're talking about the legality of deadly force and all that good stuff in Texas, you're committing a criminal mischief at
Did Eric just imply he might shoot a bitch? Did I hear that kind of?
I mean,
okay. Just
I would
checking.
definitely apply. I would shoot someone if they showed up in my house trying to fool around. I mean,
It wasn't a
I
house.
don't-
It was a warehouse.
Oh, the
It was a
warehouse.
warehouse.
In a business
Yeah.
district.
Okay, I thought it was like his primary residence. It's like,
No,
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 yeah,
no.
I'm absolutely advocating for shooting you. Are you nuts?
Yeah. Random people
There
can't
you
go to
go.
businesses.
Jeez.
at night, you absolutely have the right. It's right there in Section 9 of the Texas Penal Code, and you can read it verbatim. It specifically addresses you being able to use deadly force for someone committing criminal mischief at night on your property. So, but however,
I can't wait to get rich one
that
day
aside,
and then
because that
just
was
buy
never-
a major property. Then I'm gonna bury a claymore underground just for a case of intruders. No,
Can you do that in Georgia too?
I'm pretty sure there's some ways to wiggle out of that.
Okay.
You just got to be
Really
north
only-
of the state. I'm
Did,
not sure
did he
too about the south
build
part
a
of the state.
warehouse on his own individual property, or is this a warehouse in a business area where there's like a sidewalk?
It's a warehouse in a business area.
It's a warehouse at an
Okay.
industrial park.
So
Yeah,
you-
industrial.
you
There's not
can't
really like
shoot
a
somebody for
sidewalk.
walking up to
but-
your building in an industrial park. I hate to break it to Eric.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's not allowed.
Yeah.
And especially in the middle of the night, they close those down. At least the ones up here in Maine, they close them down at 9:30 at night. So basically, once
Yeah.
this is under the horizon, the gate goes closed right at the opening. Nobody gets.
Oh, there was no gate. There's no gate or anything in these.
Yeah,
There's no.
otherwise, unless he,
this was
like,
just
jumped
kind of an
a
open area.
fence.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
on the table. The argument about that, I don't know if you're more so hearing that from be it our audiences or something of that nature as far as deadly force. The only argument that I've made is that it is irrational for someone that does not want to be there, that people don't want to be there. Right?
What I think is Riley and Eric should both come on my stream, and we should have a Kumbaya stream. What do you think about that?
That is not going to happen. No,
That's not gonna. Oh.
No.
Has Eric July considered just putting razor wire around his warehouse?
I believe the next step is like laser guided turrets, like those
yeah, pretty
minigun
cool.
turrets.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
Like
what's
Killzone.
next. Right.
John, did you know that after this, I had Anthony start up a slum stream
and then I invited.
I
Vito
sent
on.
it to him, and I sent him your silly fist bump thing you did. Yes.
Oh, you had Vito on even. Jeez.
And then Ethan came on too.
And Ethan too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of this shit yet because I've been dealing with all the SJWs going at me all morning and recording different videos about that because I've got videos through the whole weekend, Mike. I don't even like. It's so beautiful. I mean, I showed Mike what happened. I have not told the chat, but it's amazing. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. This is
I didn't.
They're
get to
your
see,
boys zacking me
didn't-
in 2017, but in 2023, and none of these people have clout anymore. It's so great.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
think you saw my response because I can't open
I
that
didn't.
page.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, because you're blocked. Oh,
That's
well,
probably
just open
why.
it in a private.
Wah, wah.
Open in a private tab.
I don't know how to do that stuff.
Boomer.
What's a
right?
private?
And there is more information on that for someone to come there, right? Definitely with us having armed guards there and committing any sort of weird stuff. That's just not rational for anybody, especially people that considering that I'm not there. And
so Eric just turning into Frank from Always Sunny. So anyway, I started blasting.
This is a really base take. Eric July should defend his warehouse by dressing up like Isom and patrolling. Do you know just the videos that would make and how many clicks he'd get doing that? Just like, it'd be brilliant.
I mean, it'd be more entertaining to like dress up as Batman and then going around shooting people because then they wouldn't expect it. Because nobody expects Batman around with a gun.
Which Batman used to shoot people back in the Golden Age? Batman shot people all the time. Gosh,
the old golden age.
What's the deal? I wanted to make a video rant about this too, but why is the one moral that superheroes have these days? They don't have any morals whatsoever now. But the one moral they all have in mainstream superheroes is we will not kill the bad guy. No matter what, he must not be killed.
Unless they voted for Trump.
Right.
I think that was probably something along the lines of the comics code.
But
because they don't want to turn all the comic book heroes into basically anti-heroes, and where there's really just no good guys. They're just bad guys who don't like other bad guys, essentially. So
it wasn't though, because I was reading Daredevil from 1970, I think 5, and Daredevil kind of threw a guy off a roof, and he kind of just fell to his death, and Daredevil just looked off of it and went, "Oh well." And now in Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil accidentally got a guy hit by a car or something. I don't remember what happened. He died somehow. And then Daredevil sits and mopes about it for 12 issues and says he's going to quit being Daredevil because a criminal died. And so it's but wait a minute, he just threw a guy off a roof in that comic.
They're basically asking about the moral code of the 80s versus today, essentially.
Yeah, basically. I guess that's what it is, right? So very weird. So Delmar says, have you read Conan 3 and Void Rivals 4? Yes, and I've recorded reviews of both of them. Void Rivals is going to go up at about 3 p.m. my time today and on my comic review channel, and Conan 3 is going to go up tomorrow morning. Thanks, Delmar. I'm glad that you follow what I'm reading. That's amazing. That makes me happy. Okay.
I think it's a joke, and it's all good and all fun and games, Nick, but for
I
us,
clearly stated I don't think that it was a good thing to do.
Right. And I just want it to be clear that I definitely, as a business owner, cannot afford to treat it as if it's just, hey, it's something that's a joke and it's just jokes, bro. Definitely considering that, again, I'm not ever there, and that is a building that other people don't like weird folks doing weird stuff, be it to the building, because nobody knows if it's going to escalate to anything else. And
well, that's the real danger here. Even if Eric kind of knows who Riley is and Riley's acting really weird, if he just responds to it ha 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 ha, it kind of can encourage maybe one of Vicky's weird autistic people might do something even weirder.
Right, he's making an example out of the first guy, so there isn't a second guy. That's what's happening.
My tactic in dealing with this kind of thing, because I've dealt with this kind of thing too, is I completely ignored it and didn't even talk about it. Because I actually think this encourages. I think I understand what he's thinking, but I think this encourages more people because they got a reaction out of him, and that's what most people are trying to do, is get a reaction out of you. In these sorts of situations, I got a glitter bomb sent to my house back in 2017, and I didn't know it was just an unmarked package, and I opened it up. And I flipped out because I'm like, oh my God, like, what if this was like an actual bomb or something? And like, my kids were here. And, I mean, I have little kids. Like,
imagine sending the person who sent that to you a brown box that had like the little Mario bomb on it. It turns out it was a real bomb.
So I was like, this is crazy. And what I did is I just didn't talk about it like for a long, long time. What was and it came from Bleeding Cool wrote an article about me back then. And all these like comics beds just were like going way off on me. And so I'm pretty sure it came from one of them, but I just didn't say anything till that Bleeding Cool thing calmed down. So that's how I dealt with it personally. I would have just ignored it. Like if you're and Eric seems actually agitated about this. Like he seems actually freaked out about it. Like if you're actually agitated and freaked out about something, don't go on the internet and talk about it. That's always my number one rule, right?
Yeah, it's like we tell Liam all the time, like the internet is not your therapy. Like don't do therapy on the internet.
So I think he made a mistake here by spending so much time on it.
I don't know.
All he did was like make Riley happy they spent time on it, right? So
Sketch. But that's not something that I would take lightly either way it goes. So legality aside, that is something that I think is just weird and kind of off the wall.
Yeah, of course. And obviously the law doesn't matter if you got a hole in you, right? Like it doesn't matter for that guy. That guy's dead. He's done. And people who do that, again,
this is escalating quickly.
I'm not a big fan of that. I like when he goes to the public meetings. I think that's funny. But when you go into other people's businesses and into other people's lives, I mean, you are taking risk, legal, not legal. No bones about that. But I gotta, one, I'll affirm what you said. Texas does have a use of deadly force in defense of property against criminal mischief only at night. I'm unclear. Did he show up at night or during the day?
Because he showed that whole deal where he left the markings and all the drawings and stuff on it. That was at night.
That's at night. Like what time of night?
See, here's what you do. Now, I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm no lawyer,
right,
but here's my legal advice.
You're just a badass witch hunter. Right.
Now, see, what you want to do is that you want to get a ghillie suit, right? Now, you get a ghillie suit and you wait outside the warehouse at night. And then when the guy unexpectedly thinks he's going to play a prank on you, you jump out with your suit with a baseball bat and beat him like a piñata. That will send the message.
Especially when candy comes out of him.
It was around like 11, something like that. It was well within the night. The sun was completely down.
Yeah, it's like pretty. Well, the video is well lit. I don't know where the light's coming from.
Well, no, not when he stuck that. I mean, maybe it was well lit in terms of the light, but it was clear at night when he did it. There was no. He didn't. The only thing that he did was kind of weird. He kind of drove in and he backed up and he drove past it during the day and took a picture. But other than that, that was it. He never did anything like that during the day. That was at night. There was nobody there.
Sure. And I don't know. So I'm taking your word at it, full faith. Like I have no problem accepting that it was at night. I wanted to clarify from someone who knew, because like I said, from the video, it's never clear how lighting shit plays out. So with that said, though, the funny part about law is like there are disagreements over stuff that many people find obvious. And I got to take one issue with you just on the criminal mischief, which is what Texas calls vandalism. Criminal mischief almost always requires some level of damage or burden on someone. So I think you're running a real risk with suggesting that stickers on a window is going to come out to be criminal
According
mischief.
to the penal code, though, it specifically says markings include inscriptions, slogans, and drawings. That's all.
Yeah.
So whether it's damage, I mean, if you're talking about damage, yes, that's included. If you can break the window and do all that good stuff, obviously that is completely obvious. And I'm willing to accept a disagreement, but certainly our guys on that side don't see it that way. And to be honest, I think that's what matters. However, and it's not like
yeah, I mean the way they're taught, the way that it is.
Well, first of all, I said beat him with a piñata. I said beat him like a piñata. I didn't say he had to die. You can beat somebody to half to death without them actually dying. Thank you very much.
That's fair.
It's only half to death, not the whole way.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, like no, it's not what matters though, because what matters is what a prosecutor sees, right?
Exactly.
And how the law is played out. And so I'm gonna offer a mild rebuttal and simply say that inscriptions, markings, and stuff like that is referring to graffiti, to marker, to something that's actually applied to the property that would take some sort of effort to remove. And if you read a little farther into the statute, you'll actually see them explain that there has to be some sort of pecuniary loss or economic burden. In
Imagine getting iced in Texas because you're putting stickers on a warehouse for a comic book.
No, it's even worse. You taped, you scotch taped defaced U.S. currency to a warehouse in Texas, and you did it. Yeah.
All I can think of now is like Eric July's guys like pulling this guy out to the street like a Doffy because he had a couple of marks he gets put out in the warehouse.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, that is.
He gets to heaven. St. Peter's like the warehouse. The warehouse.
Yeah.
Get in line.
Yes.
Annoyances and removing something like a sticker doesn't usually measure up. Now, of course, there are some stickers, right? That a huge sticker that you slap on, you got to hire someone to like use solvents and shit to remove it. These look like relatively small stickers that would pop off without any effort. I think you'd be on real shaky ground. Not you, sorry, you weren't there, but anyone would be on real shaky ground trying to justify putting a hole in someone over those stickers, or even suggesting that a prosecutor would, or
somebody on Eric July's hit team will probably be in a lot of trouble just shooting for that shit.
He hires the Rainbow Six team to patrol the warehouse from here on out. He's got Tom Clancy on it.
Yes.
Away, man. It's not spray paint.
Well, again, it's not necessarily we see it that way. Definitely considering that there were drawings that were actually there, and there's some weird stuff that was read on it, and I'm not going to sit up here wrote on it. I'm not going to sit here and repeat it by any means, but I see that that being your sort of position, and that it's
who has the better shoulder arm hair though, Riley or Ripa? I think this is a good poll question for the chat. Let's see.
It would have to be Ripa, right? Like you would think.
Have you seen Riley's shoulder arm hair though? I don't know. I mean, are you just going with Ripa?
I think you need to show the video.
Is that what's happening here? Do I need to show Riley?
We gotta track down the video of Riley.
So, better arm hair, Ripa Riley. Okay, so we're gonna show you guys both. You see Ripa right here. He's got his beautiful shoulder arm hair right here that the ladies love, right there. Okay, ladies love Ripa. But Riley, were you hunting it down, producer Cider?
I don't know if it's there for you, but
I'm trying.
He's trying.
It's buried. They've made a lot of memes.
We'll see Riley's shoulder arm hair in just a second. While you're looking for Riley's shoulder arm hair, my friends, you guys can get The Stars Entwined on Amazon right here. This is my novel, and it is a full trilogy right here. And if you want the audiobook, Brightest Day Audiobook Productions did so. I know that you guys are going to get some new Audible credits in just a couple days here, so make sure to save this to your list if you don't have one. Or just grab the ebook, grab a copy of this, and go through this beautiful trilogy for some wonderful science fiction. You guys will absolutely enjoy this. Any luck? Are you on Riley's Twitter yet?
No, he has a Twitter.
I'm going to go to Riley's Twitter. Yeah, so here we are. He of course, here's the actual video in which...
That's what I was trying to find, but I didn't realize he had a Twitter.
Yeah, it's Young Clippa 69. So... so here it is. Here's the video. Wow. So we're judging the arm hair. This is the entire purpose of this. Okay.
All right, Eric. Ignore those super chats, you son of a bitch.
There it is. Okay.
Wait, he's counting that as stickers?
Well, there may have been other stickers attached to the building that were not in the video.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Those are like, that's some robust arm hair and shoulder.
He's taping money to the building. I didn't see the beginning of this.
You haven't seen this?
I came in a little late.
Yeah, here.
Look, I'm not a lawyer, right? So I'm going to make that very clear. That I do not have any like legal prowess whatsoever. But if this person were to get shot in the face over a mild inconvenience, wouldn't you argue that he probably deserves it?
Yeah, I would.
Don't tell Mint.
Oh, sorry, Mint. Come on the show. Thank you.
No.
Bring your boobs.
No. Not a single jurist on the planet would freaking say that this guy deserved to get shot for taping money to a building.
Money. So he literally gave Ripa money. Literally.
Yeah.
And what did he tell you in the DM? That he dunked on Eric July? He owned Eric July?
Yeah.
Doing this?
Wait a second. He's saying he owned a black man?
Yep.
Oh, no. Paladin Dragon Rider, thank you for the $2 super chat. Puck. Yes.
But you need to go ahead to the arm hair here.
Okay, the arm hair is the important part again.
Okay,
yep.
there you go.
There's the arm hair. Okay,
so this is what I love is that It's trimmed right to the edge of his shirt line. Look, the sleeve of his t-shirt would stop right where the hair stops. Like somebody went and trimmed that back right to the edge of his shirt.
Right to there. Yes. It's
back in my day, they would have called that man a tank.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. Built like a tank, yet hard to hit. You know, no. No, you're not an NWA guy?
No, I mean no for you because that's
I can't.
Terrible.
I can't. Yeah, that's fair.
For the obvious reasons.
Yeah, for the obvious reasons.
Not me though.
All right, looks like Ripa
Cider
is
gets
winning
a pass.
this arm hair. Wow, I'm jealous, Cider.
I'm gonna draft up an N-word pass and mail it to Cider. Then he's gonna hang it up on his wall.
I already have one. I was given one by another nice African American individual named Prester John back in the day. He gave it to me for my birthday, and he photoshopped Captain Cisco going like this, and he said one N-word pass for you. So I have one.
Does that mean you can only use it once? If it says
it was a one-time use. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I've already expired and used that way more times on the Dankstream than that. So $50.
Right back in the day, nobody of any color or persuasion didn't sing the whole NWA song.
Yeah, no, of course they did.
You're singing it. I mean, the name of the band is.
I mean, police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it back because I'm brown, and all the other colors. So police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit because I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on and thrown in jail. We could go toe to toe in the middle of a cell. Fuck it with me because I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold in a pager, searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every nigga is selling narcotics. Wait.
You see, there was a time, once upon a time, before Howard Stern became like a massive sellout. He did a parody of DMX's "My Niggas," which is still on YouTube to this very day.
Somehow,
and no one's ever called him out on it.
That might be an intro someday.
Interesting. That's a good intro.
Dare him to copyright claim us on that.
Exactly.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. Tell him to wash his ass. Where did that come? Why did Ripa say that? Oh, because he smelled. Oh,
I guess. I don't know.
But how did he know his ass smelled?
I don't know.
Oh no, John Trent here is with the he doesn't care that I'm singing the NWA lyrics, but he's very mad that I said I like.
This is the greater sin. This is the greater sin.
I liked Ahsoka 7. I thought it was great. 10 out of 10.
Is that the latest one? I haven't seen the latest.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Super fun. Yeah, it was amazing. Subscribe to Disney Plus, everybody. Great family-friendly entertainment. It's what Testify HD would have wanted. Thank you. All right.
Say about that.
There it is. So this is what this is all about. He filmed himself and put taped money to Ripa's thing. It's really stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you saw the video, he was like driving off. It looked like I wouldn't say like somewhat a public like area too. So yeah, you're not gonna really justify like unless he's like breaking in, like go ooh like a Molotov cocktail or something like that. You're not really gonna get a good justification for shooting him. Yeah. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
There's zero justification for even making the threat. It's stupid. I'm sorry, I can't figure.
Always been the case, or you feel like that's generally the case of being to justify putting a hole or attempting to put a hole in someone. Our guys don't see it that way, and I've seen people get aired out for a lot less. However, I don't even think
I would highly suggest an alternative opinion on council if you think a sticker with a $20 bill under it justifies it. If that's their legal advice,
the argument though. That's where I think the gaslight is, because that's not the position. The position isn't that. Okay, I'm trying to make the argument that should justify.
Just because people have been murdered for far less doesn't mean that you should murder people for far less.
Right. But the thing is, the problem Eric's running into with this is he keeps saying you know, you could get killed for that. You could get killed for that. You get killed for that. Stop saying that because it's making you look like that's what you would if you were there.
There's a great part in this. I don't know if you're ever going to get to it where Nick's just like, you should just stop talking.
And that was my advice at the very beginning of this. Like, he should have just completely ignored this, and that would have been the smartest thing to do in this entire. He would have won. And by the way, if he did, everybody else would have looked at Riley and been like, "Holy!" And this is what I told Riley this in DMs. I said, this is crazy. Like, you should not have gone there and done that. It's weird. Like, it does not look good for you. That's an easy W. You don't have to say anything. Everybody else is going to say it for you. But when you go on here and then you start saying this stuff, it's like, ooh, this is a little far the opposite direction.
So you probably shouldn't be listening to NWA's "Real Niggas Don't Die" before making an interview like this, because it just puts you in the wrong mood.
A hole in someone. What I'm talking about, and what the only argument it is that I'm making in this regards, because again, shooting someone over a sticker, that would be silly. Though it wasn't simply that. I think it's being kind of disingenuous to even just kind of classify it as, oh, this guy just merely, just being funny, just put a couple of stickers up that was, they just threw on there, and like that, there was nothing being said or no drawings or any of that had anything to do with the
equation. I don't know what the. Was there a threat of violence?
Well, yeah, of course, there's been actual threats, and my argument.
Riley did not threaten.
No,
this is not true. So I'm sorry, Ripa. No, I mean,
even if that guy did a video in front of that warehouse to say, "One day, Eric, I'm going to beat you up," I don't even think the cops would take that seriously. I mean, have you seen Riley? Like, just throwing that
out. That guy would not survive the zombie apocalypse. He needs to do some cardio.
No, you will be what we got called the first wave gone.
Yeah. Please link the stream so I could watch, though, says Riley. Okay, I will link the stream.
Yeah, now that we're done talking about you getting shot.
Yeah.
I think Ripa jumping on this stream was just a very
not a good idea. This, but that's okay. Whatever. But here's the other part about the internet here. As long as he drops it, and that's the big caveat. As long as he drops it and just kind of moves on with his life, nobody's gonna care in 2 weeks. Either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? This was like your boy Zach haircut level. Bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Was it as bad of an idea as his other idea though?
Call the singles connection. You never know where it might lead. Go ahead. Call.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Grab an or chat and call today. Yes.
All of our representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered.
You do have to say this for the whole boy Zach thing. It's like Comedy Central. They were so terrible that they somehow managed to fumble making like a borderline autistic like Zach look bad, because that whole thing completely like bit them in the ass. Like they had to end up taking the video down like just a few days later.
Yeah.
Like the whole hit piece completely failed.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Ugh. Why did she lick it? I didn't watch it, so
Grab an or has never been the same.
Grab an or. Nope, it's over. John Malin's catchphrase means something completely different now. Yes. Mm-hmm. No, I had this. So this morning, CBR put up an article about me. Jacob, did you hear about that?
Oh no, I didn't actually.
You saw my interview with DC Comics legend Dan DiDio on Tuesday by chance?
I did happen to see that.
Okay. And you saw, of course, Bounding pulled out the part about when I asked him about like SJWs in the industry and shit, right?
So did they call you a Nazi who have like questionable views about the Jewish people? Or?
It was really it was quite the opposite. It said John Delarose from Bounding into Comics interviewed Dan DiDio, who spoke this about the industry and then went into Dan DiDio's quotes about how corporate doesn't give a shit about anything but profits, and everybody's kind of disingenuous and all that, right? Mm-hmm. And then it said, and then it had a paragraph saying there's many people over the last 2 years who have thought that the industry has gone a little too far into left-wing politics and that the presentation of the LGBTQ community is all forced and all that. So it was literally just an article stating the facts. It was literal news about comics. Like I've never seen this out of CBR. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I saw it, and within like I retweeted it. I was going to make a video about it. Completely taken down in 404 within like 20 minutes just because it mentioned me.
Yep.
Gone. They can't. CBR can't even report comic book news because they will cancel themselves for reporting comic book news at this juncture. That's how fucking crazy. While we're all dealing with this bullshit right here, that's what the mainstream industry is doing, guys. That's fucking how crazy they are.
A bunch of psychopaths.
Amazing. Psychopaths.
Are you surprised?
But we have to listen to Riley taping dollars to Eric's storefront and Eric repeating stuff about guns repeatedly. Not a good idea. Oh, well. Ha, 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 CBR, by the way.
Got him.
You guys are fake and gay. That's why bounding into comics is winning.
I will prefer to term gay and fake.
The reason the guy was there was because of that. He's recorded himself on video saying that, well, this is supposedly an actionable threat. Whether you now the whole argument is that we think
Riley's retarded. His legal opinions are
relevant. Well, no, I'm saying that that's what.
And honestly, that's probably the best legal defense. It's like, no, Riley's a retard. It's like, who takes it seriously?
Yes.
We're not dealing with Lex Luthor here.
Yeah, no, I mean that may be one that unironically wins in court. That's what I'm going to say.
And when I tried to talk him down about this, and Andy Signor did too, he said, "You guys don't understand. Ripa got my Twitter account banned," and I'm like, "Bro,
just get another one like everybody else. No one cares.
Why are you?" And he's on Twitter telling me this. He already did. I'm like, why? Do you know how retarded that sounds? This guy got my Twitter account banned, so I have to go to his warehouse and tape dollar bills to his warehouse.
$50 worth.
$50 worth. It's really retarded. Really retarded. So, oh well.
Well, my position is someone, first of all, is stalking. For someone to drive across the country to appear at a business that, again, isn't public. And when I say it's not public, Ricardo, I'm not saying that someone can't access it. That's not the argument it is that I'm making. I'm saying that this is not something that there's no.
So if he flew there, would it be better if he flew there rather than drive?
Mike, you got to stop fighting with my good friend Ethan Van Sciver.
I'm not. We had a great chat last night.
Oh my gosh, you did not. You guys went at each other so hard in the freaking green room. I was like, gosh, why?
Oh, no, he was just throwing his typical jabs and stuff. That's just Ethan. But no, we were on stream together for a long time last night.
You say like you're not prodding him right here.
Oh, I was prodding John.
Oh.
He's the grab and ore guy.
He's the grab and ore guy. That's true. Yeah. Good point.
Hey, in that specific building that we are at, the only way that you can get in, there are two ways that you can get in. There's a gate, there's a private gate that you can get in that way, or you can drive. There is a road where you can kind of drive in, but that does not face. It's not a road.
You can drive into a driveway into the parking lot, right?
Yeah, you can drive into a driveway into the parking lot, and that's why our stuff is strategic. Huh?
Is there a gate on that driveway into the parking lot?
No.
Is there a drive-through where people can come around and get their ice on through a window? Maybe a Coke?
There's no gates. There were no fences. There's nothing like this in this area. So it's and this is like a multi-business sort of thing.
Yeah, it's industrial park.
Yeah, it's an.
You're not just wandering into this place lost, you know.
Yeah,
your GPS isn't bringing you here in search of pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about
around on the other side,
stream in the chat.
However,
it was on Dark Tips
you
last
cannot.
night.
Yeah.
There's no place to go going that direction towards our building. That will then, like, you can't. There's no reason to be over there other than, let's say, again, you're coming to see us, you're invited or something of that nature. There's no drive-through. Like, our building is sectioned that way, the way that it is. It's us, and that's it. That gate that is there, and that's it. You cannot drive through our building to get, or our side of that building to get somewhere else. That's not how the design of it is.
Is there a gate blocking off that side of the building?
Yes, correct. On that side, there absolutely is a gate blocking both sides, actually, because on the end of that street, or not a street, I guess that road, whatever you want to call it, it is the parking lot, right, if you will. There are two gates on either side. This is why he drove through, had to turn around to get out, because that's the only way that you can get in or out on that particular side. So again,
clarify, please. Sorry, can you? You said at first that there's a gate on one side, but the other side didn't have a gate, and there was a driveway from the road into it.
Correct. That side is still the same, but I mean, you have to see it. is what it is that I'm saying.
You have a picture?
The other, I'm certainly not showing it online. I do have one for sure. And I'm sure.
Can you privately send it to me? I won't pull it up. Can you message it to me?
I guess, yeah, but I'm gonna explain how it is that it is. Yes, Nick, you can get to it from the road, and there's no gate there. What I'm saying is the only other way to get in is a gate on the opposite side. So, for example, our building is at the end of this lot. If you want to call it that, you can get out during that lot, but there are 2 gates on both sides. Right? That's the only way.
Imagine being in a court of law right now, and you're telling a judge. So this whole thing started because Eric July wouldn't read his super chats.
Oh my, it's really bad. I mean, I want to defend Eric, but this is difficult. Like, he just should not have done this. Like,
he just
the only thing
said you can get in. It's like,
yes,
but there's a gate on the other side, so you have to turn around. It's like, so there's nothing stopping anyone.
Ripa did a video calling Nick an N-word and a motherfucker. Like, send me the link to that wherever you're at. $2.
Nincompoop.
Yeah. Wow.
A Negro.
Wait, is that this morning? So is he mad at Nick for last night? This is like,
he was mad this entire. You can tell when he knows.
Yeah, you can tell he's mad.
He just starts raising his voice. Did you see him on Tim Pool? Oh my gosh, he was like yelling.
Oh
jeez, because Tim was just destroying his arguments.
Oh no, we're not gonna have like a rise and fall of WCW situation with this, are we?
Oh geez. This is
I don't know.
no. Well, like I said, I think nobody will care about that as long as he like goes back to business, doesn't actually care about it, moves on with his day. I think it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but I don't think it's a good look right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are defending him because they think someday they can get on his show and sell comic books. But
yeah,
it's just not going to happen. So
I want to sell.
Get out.
We just tell the truth here. That's what we do here, regardless. But I like Eric. I mean, obviously I like Eric, but like this is a bad look.
Without driving through the side that the idiot came from, right?
But
that's what I'm saying.
I know, but this is so confusing because now you're saying there's gates on either side.
Yes.
But then you're saying that he drove through another side and got in.
So look at it like 3 sides because there's nothing but fencing on the other on one side, right? So you have a fence. Look at it like this. Like
I mean, Nick is basically trying to like place himself to be like Eric's like defense lawyer at this point.
Right.
He's trying to like hear out the case and try to figure out how screwed this case actually is.
Here's a man who's already watched this, so he has an opinion already. What's up, Dark Gift? Did you hear me rap?
No.
That's probably a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he even said the N-word.
I'm gonna have to fix that
twice.
Edit. Yeah.
Ooh,
Negro,
okay.
please.
Thank God I'm a member. I can watch the rap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that and edit. Yeah, if you want to be a channel member, this stuff goes behind paywalls for that reason, just because that's embarrassing. Not because I said the N-word, but because it's embarrassing because I'm bad at it.
Anthony had his best live stream ever last night.
Ever. Congrats, Dark Gift.
I guess you could say that.
Wow.
You're making me choke, Mike.
Flattering a man to death.
I'm so glad I'm above saying that's what she said.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I laughed and the iced tea went down the wrong pipe.
But didn't you kind of that's what she said by saying you're above saying that's what she said?
Of course not. I'm just pointing out that I'm above saying that's what she said.
Okay, fair.
That insinuates that you're saying it. But yeah, no, it was actually a fun stream. You know, we had Mike and EBS on there, and I got to push back against Vito a little bit. So that's always good.
I was trying to get Riley on here, but Riley's driving right now. So,
and in case anybody thought that I like noped out, I talked to Anthony about this after the fact. My wife was vacuuming, and my power went out, and like my screen, everything in this room, this entire room went black. And then I came back, and I wasn't even going to come back because I had said 10 minutes earlier that I had to leave in 10 minutes. But I started watching it on my phone, and Ethan was there. And then Dark Gift tells me afterwards that like he was bringing Ethan on, and I was still on the screen, although I was frozen. I was like,
it totally looked like Mike noped out because he came on.
I would never do that.
Jacob linked me some arm hair here. Here's some arm hair.
There's someone cooking meat in a hotel room.
Oh, gross.
He's using a hotel towel.
It gets worse.
Oh no!
Totally
Oh no!
85 degrees.
Yeah, that's a plastic bin he's using.
Oh, gross. Thanks, Jacob. God.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen some.
I'm pretty sure it's like a health inspector that just dropped dead of a heart attack watching that.
Yeah. God, that was horrific.
Imagine being the cleanup ladies to come in and find all that. You think somebody's been murdered in there.
Mike has bad knees. Really appreciate the $10 super chat from you. Thanks, brother. This wasn't what Eric came to talk about. The point of the conversation, what Eric was upset about, was that Nick was so partial to Dick and not being honest about it. That's fair. And I've noticed that Nick's been defending Dick Masterson, just relentlessly going at Eric July for the past several months. And Dick Masterson is an asshole for that. I agree with you on that. So thank you, Mike.
Imagine the smell.
Oh God, Jacob. Well, do you think it smells as bad as Ripa alleges Riley smelled? So
it's up for debate.
Yeah.
Right, is our bill, right? You can get out, so get on the street, do whatever you need to do. There are two sides. If you went left or if you went right, there are gates on both sides. There is only one way. If you're not entering through that.
So he had a gate for his comics.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A comics gate.
You might say he was gatekeeping Riley.
Interesting.
What?
Did somebody send me? I guess Riley apparently punched Ralph, which I'm really excited about. Did somebody send me this on Twitter or something? If you have the link to that, I would love to see Riley punching Ralph.
Would that make it a 3-star day?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think either one of these guys came out looking good last night on this stream.
They came across as bickery, which is stupid because they should be on the same side. And that's the thing that pissed me off about Larry Coronary too.
Oh,
the guy fucking went at me all week.
John!
Is it this good?
It's the video where Ralph shows up at somebody's house.
Oh, that was Riley?
That was Riley.
Wow. Oh, that was the best video ever.
Was Mint.
Oh, wow. No.
Wait, what?
Can you play the video? Do you have it?
It's this some guy like Yug Studio says it's the same girl in the video.
Wait, is his
Mint is Ralph's ex?
Is Star Wars Booby Girl in the movie?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell is happening.
Wait, is this real?
This is the same thing. Hold on, we got it right
here. Do you have the video where you punch Ralph? My chat wants it.
There you go. There they are.
Tell him to get on.
Got it. Okay, we got it. Boom.
That's apparently
go Riley
punching.
So that's
him.
Riley. That's Riley. And then wow.
Apparently that's
Riley's
Riley.
in black, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
this is that's Mint right there.
No, that's not Mint.
No, that's not Mint.
So they're in
Riley's
Riley's
this is the Gunt off.
Yeah. That's Mint.
Oh, that's Mint. Wow, what a badass Mint is. So Mint kicked the shit out of Ralph.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. This is the best thing ever.
Well, do you think
you feel in control?
do you think that this video helps or hurts Eric's case for premeditated murder?
Well, he's in his house, so it wouldn't affect. Right.
This is in Riley's
in fact,
house.
Riley would have
Ralph,
had the right.
Ralph showed up at Riley's house. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pause it. So what's the lore background on this?
Gunt.
Guilty Gunt. So Ralph showed up to be mad at who over whose ex? So was it that girl right there who is Ralph's ex?
Star Wars?
No. She's the one who starts coming in. She shows up and then kicks the shit out of Ralph. Right?
We'll get there.
We're doing this in slow mo. So there's Mint.
There she is.
There's Mint. That's Star Wars boob girl. She gets in there
Apparently.
and just sucker punches the shit out of Ralph. It's amazing.
The hell is
Just-
she wearing?
Very
And that-
tight pants.
Does this
Doesn't
count as a
look
sucker
like the
punch?
same
Like, this
girl.
isn't what because Anna had this problem
he
talking about
punching
what
a
is
sucker?
yeah. Yes, she is.
Poop sucker.
The first one
that's all
could be
that's
considered a sucker punch. The
rest
following
are-
She
punches-
just wails on him,
Yeah.
okay?
Nails on him.
Just
This reminds me of that one time.
bam, 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 bam.
She's got a good jab.
Machine gunning that kid in the face.
This is brilliant.
This reminds me of that one time that Stone Cold Steve Austin showed up to Brian Pillman's house, and then Pillman pulled out a gun.
Save this video because she's going to come on my show next week here, and I want her to react to this.
Play the audio of her screaming about Star Wars while she's beating Ralph in the
Ralph is beating the
face.
shit out of Ralph. I love it.
Mix that down, Cider. Mix that down.
Another banger for the kill stream. Yes.
But
He turns in and quietly says, "I love you."
Oh, thanks, Timothy.
But yeah, this is just how it goes.
I miss Jerry Springer.
Me too.
Oh wow. So
It would've been
there were
great to
clips
see a
of
folding chair just
there were
fly
clips of
across the
Ripa
screen.
going off on Nick
Do
Regatta
you
that
feel
started
like
this
you're
trend.
in control?
I love this though. This is my favorite
Do
thing.
you feel in control?
Oh.
I think he's blowing her a kiss. Mwah.
Maybe he's spitting at her. I don't
Beautiful.
know. But
Ralph sucker punched Riley in this front. Yeah, that okay, that's fair. Okay. Back to the video. We got like a couple minutes
into
into
where
this.
our building
Amazing.
is. Not everybody else's building. To get into where our building is, there's only one way to get in, not using those two gates.
So there's a way to
It's
get
like a
in
T.
without
Look at it
using
like a
the
T.
gate.
Correct.
Okay, but yeah, like you see the issue there, right? That there
What do you
is a publicly accessible way in without a gate.
Issue as far as what?
Well, I mean,
As far as murder.
Yeah. As far as your building,
This is a lot of like
accessible to the public.
and this is the problem. Once you get into these ways where you're like trying to like massage something and it's obvious, it's just like, okay, there's not a gate, it's not a private area. Let's move on. You know, just stop. You're digging a hole.
okay, so you can have, if you have 3 entrances and 2 gates, and one of them is just an ungated entrance to a public road, that's not fenced in. That's not gated.
Not from that side. It's not. No.
Yeah, no.
But I'm saying,
I
what do
agree with you.
you mean? Like, what do you mean as far as with the issue? I'm like, I'm not understanding what it is you're meaning there.
But if you can drive in from a public road, I'm having trouble seeing it as private. Is all. That's
See,
all
all
I'm
right. So
confused
now it's more of a I guess semantics, or you want to argue illegal. I'm not saying
It's not semantics. There's public access to this building, and there just is. Period.
You cannot trespass if you have public access.
Right. And there are,
I understand.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
why
not
they didn't
I'm
charge
not
them with
making an argument that you
trespassing.
can't
They
get there.
charge
Like
them with
anybody
loitering.
can't
You can
just
loiter in
drive up
public areas.
into the
But you
there,
can't
let's say, to
trespass
get
in
to our
public
building.
areas.
That's not the argument I'm making. The only position it is that I have is that our building, as far as accessing it and being in there, like anywhere near there, the only reason why someone would need to be there is.
By the way, apparently Frank Castle was mentioned here. Apparently Frank Castle has like Ripa on his radar now and is starting to go at Ripa also.
Who's Frank Castle?
Frank Castle. Oh man, this is more like Gamergate kill stream lore. Frank Castle is the guy that went up to what's his name?
I love the
Boogie's
look
house.
on Nick's face here.
remember when Boogie pulled a gun or whatever?
Right. Yeah.
Frank Castle's the one who showed up at Boogie's house and Boogie pulled the gun on him.
Well, that's the guy.
Yeah. So, yes. So now Frank Castle is like keenly aware because Ralph went at Ripa online. Ralph made a comment about Ripa's looks too. Like it was like, oh my God, really, Ralph?
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So these guys, these drama whores and their little blood sports shit are now like zeroing in on Ripa because of this stuff. So this is where Ripa should have just not chimed in and just gone about his business because he doesn't want anything to do with these assholes. Nothing to do with these assholes are a different level. So, yeah. Yeah, Frank Castle literally hassles people professionally. So you nobody wants any of that. That's not going to be fun.
As if they were invited there.
Or they just drove into the driveway.
Just drove into. When I'm talking about
but you don't need an invitation to drive into the driveway, right?
No, you don't need an invitation to drive into the driveway. What I'm saying is there's no reason for someone to be there. I think there's been some confusion because some people maybe saw like a logo on the side or something. They thought it was a storefront that was facing the store. It's not.
Oh no, I don't think it's a storefront.
Well, I'm just making a case. But that's what I mean, and that's the point of contention, Nick. When I'm saying like, hey, it's not this guy showed up to a place that is a private location. It's not our public address. There's no reason for there to be commerce or anything as far as us doing business with other people. There's no you can't even get into our actual building without either keypad access or what have you. That's the only way you get inside our actual building.
Did he go in the building?
No, he didn't go in.
Okay,
he wouldn't have been able to get in there. Yeah.
On the open side that he would have had to drive through to get in, because obviously he doesn't have the gate key. And you said, I think you said he drove in from that open side, right? Right. Is there a sign that says no access or private property or anything like that? No trespassing? Is there any clear posting that would indicate to someone they can't come in there?
No.
Okay, you're on real shaky ground.
No! Again, you're using private in a context that I'm not using it in. So I'm okay with you using it legally.
Mine's the legal context because I'm answering legal questions. That's all.
Correct. And I totally empathize with that and what it is you're saying. That has absolutely nothing to do with the argument it is that I'm making.
See, here's the problem. It's Eric is so agitated.
You can't get there by just driving up in there. That's never been the point of contention by anybody here.
Yep, John's not here at the moment.
Only argument that we're making when we're talking about public versus private is that it's not a storefront. There's no reason for anybody to be over there. We don't have that as our public address. There's no reason for anybody to be there. That's the only position it is that we have on that.
So you say there's no reason to be there.
He wanted to go tape money to your window.
Don't take this wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I can mute it.
I'm muted?
I can mute it.
No, I was gonna say Eric is getting so agitated with Nick, but Nick is legitimately trying to help him by trying to explain to him that what you're advocating for is a really bad idea.
Yeah, and keep in mind what he's advocating for is having the right to shoot this guy for putting.
For putting dollar bills on his window. It's
yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, this is
so incredulous.
Nick is just Eric. We all agree this guy did a weird thing and it was a bad thing. But you've started going off I'm gonna shoot a motherfucker. You've said things like this. That's a little much legally. Stop doing that because you would not be in the right here because you would not be actually in danger of anything. This is not really a private place. This is a public area. It's a business area. And so maybe you should back off saying things like that because it makes you look a little unhinged.
The
right?
problem is the use of the word private. He's
Yeah.
saying it was when he's saying it's not public and it's private. He's saying that it's not listed. It's not a listed.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's what he's saying. He's not saying.
But it's still a public.
It's private
place,
property.
literally.
Right. Well, that's where that this happens. The whole debate, if you want to call this a debate, they're using words in two totally different meanings, and they just keep talking through each other for 2 hours. It's insane.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the point it is that I'm making.
Is Riley? I mean, Riley's dumb, but is he a psychopath?
Yeah, something like it. I like to think he's a crazy son of a bitch for sure.
Are you scared of Riley?
No, but I cannot not take that serious considering that he showed up to a place of business that I'm not there and I have employees. Now, surely you can empathize with that, right?
Again, I said I wouldn't want him to do it to me.
Let me finish real quick. Somebody sees a fat, stinky person, doing whatever gay shit.
See, if you stuck to this, it's funny. And it's always this is the cardinal rule of the internet. Be funny. If he just is fat stinky person's doing gay shit at my property, really gay. Eric wins, the entire internet laughs at Riley, and this all just becomes an epic W for Eric. And I actually thought that's what was going to happen during this, but unfortunately, you could tell he's he gets mad here, and it's don't get mad at the internet. Please don't get mad at the internet, ever. It was a bad reaction. Like I said, I still think it's not gonna hurt him at the end of the day. But yeah,
Nick, he gets mad at
that's
Nick,
the main problem.
Nick won't accept his line of reasoning.
Right.
Oh my god, I gotta play
outside
this
of a building.
This is perfect.
What do we got, Jacob?
This is exactly what Eric July should have done right here.
Okay.
Threats are part of wrestling, you know? But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat! I'm gonna...
About this.
I don't care if he does. I'll make him bleed.
God! Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
So there's a bunch of stuff going on in the chat. Like people are like, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
wrong. A business is in a public place, or it is a public place, and it can't be trespassing." So here's the thing. So first of all, certain commercial business, when you go into these places and it's just nothing but like warehouses and business. Some of them can be gated and can be private. Like you don't have the right to go there if they have. No trespassing or authorized personnel only or whatever up on there.
Well, this is a multi-business park, and there were businesses that are storefronts to go to in this business park, so that it was not like that. That was not the case.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this was. I'm just saying like just things can get tricky when it comes to businesses. Now, Mike was right. He can get them for loitering, but if Eric was there and called the cops and says, "I want to trespass this person," because like Burger King can trespass you. They can say you're never allowed here again, but they have to call the cops and do it. So then once
he might
that
have the right to
happens,
do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Now he could probably for
He
what
would
happened
not have the right to put holes in them.
Right.
No,
that's kind of where he's kind of like
does something
that's what he's
violent.
trying to defend. Is like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, yeah, like if you were there, you'd really put holes in this guy for taping $50 to your window. You
No,
go
you
to
get him-
prison
you get
for
him
the
for
rest
vandalism.
of your life, dude. There's no jury ever that would not put him in jail for that,
Yeah.
unless he said, "But I'm black."
For what actually transpired, he can get him for like vandalism at best. And what's that like?
He couldn't vandalism.
I don't even think he can get him for vandalism.
Any
I don't
jury
think so.
that saw the photo,
And that's what
are you
Nick
vandalizing?
already
I'm
talked.
taping
Nick already talked about
money.
this too.
I'm taping
So.
money to your window.
I mean, it would depend on
That's
the
not vandalism.
township. It's a misdemeanor fine at best.
Well, they could take the money off the window for the fine.
They could. They could do that, I guess.
Fucking nation, right? To do this weird shit, and he's dicking around out front, and he's online hot side saying that he's gonna keep doing it. Surely you can at least admit that is some weird shit, and that is a cause for concern for people for security reasons that are there, especially other folks that work there, because we can't take.
I just think optically, I don't really even give a shit about the legal shit. Look, Eric's not going to go press charges against Riley, who's already gone, and and there's no law stuff that's really going to happen here for real. He's already gone. It's like, oh, get him off my property. He's not here. Okay,
No.
so what are the cops going to do at that point? They're not going to come out. Nothing's going to happen from this. And so at this point, your optics are you laugh at the fat retard or you ignore it. But if you sit there and you get mad at it, like Riley got a W here when he should have Eric had an easy W here. And he could have sold a bunch of books and laughed at it.
Standing
That's
in
all.
front of the store while the guy's gone waving a gun. This is what he's doing metaphorically on this show.
And that's it. And it just needs to be easily just gotten rid of. And so, like I said, this all goes away in 2 weeks and nobody remembers it anyway, as long as it stops. But I really hope it doesn't spiral. That's the only main thing. Because like if it spirals, that's when it becomes a lol cow territory, and you don't want that. So never.
Well, that's why I said at best,
Yeah.
he can at best at this point get him maybe for vandalizing. Like say, this guy vandalized my building, and then the cops would issue him a fine. That would be it. Like they'd be like, no, you know what I mean? Like if they agreed that it was vandalism,
Right. Yeah, and they'll probably be like, he just gave you money, dude. Just take the money and deposit it. That's what the cops are probably
I'm sure the cops in Texas are really going to be excited about having to take this case out of all the cases they could possibly take in it.
Right. It's ridiculous. So
take the guy's word for it that it's just a joke. That's you can at least understand that, correct?
That's been my position the whole time.
Okay.
What he did was dumb.
Okay, yeah, what he did was dumb, and that's what it is that I'm
Absolutely.
saying. As far
That's
as
my
me being
position,
scared
too.
or me fearing for it, that has nothing to do with anything. I wasn't even there, and I'm not there, right? But other people are, And we can't sit up here and I can't afford to just be like, and nor can our security team afford to just be like, yeah, it's just a guy just dicking around. Like, we can't afford to do that. Forgive me, I don't really trust him that's all that he'd leave it at, is just hot-siding on the internet and taking pictures and stuff.
I'm not saying you need to take his word.
I have a message from Riley, by the way. He says, I forgive Ethan Ralph completely. How magnificent.
Yeah, magnificent. That's the word, yes. It's very magnificent.
It is certainly a word.
I'm just trying to get in the mindset here. So you say that you have to take it seriously. What do you mean by that? Like, what does that entail?
Just that. Like, we have to take it seriously. Like, I can't just sit up here and approach it as if it's just some guy that's joking, right? I have no idea if he's going to come back, do some other gay shit, escalate that because he is bad shit. I have no idea.
Okay.
And
the escalation at this point would be him taping
$100
$100 to the window.
Like nothing could come.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be so funny. No, don't do it, chat. I am not condoning this, by the way. I'm not condoning it. We're laughing at the hypothetical only.
From that.
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm picturing like a 60-year-old white judge in Texas be like, can you explain to me what a super chat is?
Right. Patrick S. Tomlinson had this problem when Big Dick Andrew went to Hooligans and got a beer. And then Patrick attempted to... Who's typing furiously? Stop it, Jacob.
It's Mike.
Is it Mike? Mike?
I got my pen in my hand. I'm not typing nothing.
But he's typing furiously.
Jacob.
It's definitely not me.
Cider?
I'm smoking weed. What do you want from me? It doesn't make clickety-clack sounds. Maybe you're high.
Mike, could it possibly be someone who's in the same room as you at the moment?
Doesn't matter. Oh my God. It's a great keyboard caper. Holy shit.
John, dude. It's John.
All I'm saying is somebody was pounding
Somebody's
that
about to get
keyboard.
shot.
They're gonna get shot for texting.
It wasn't
John's legitimately texting with
Has
the
gotten
other guy
shot
on
for less
DM
than
right
that.
now.
That's right.
Someone was pounding keyboards, and it wasn't me this time.
It wasn't Dark Griff. Notice I didn't even accuse you.
Yeah, I'm over here smoking my cigarette.
Right. Okay, sorry. I don't know what I was saying.
To drive all the way over here to appear at an address that he had no business being there.
Where did he drive from?
I have no idea. He's not from here.
Well, you keep saying across the country, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah, well, he's not from here.
okay.
Yeah.
And so he drove specifically from where he left to you to do this? Like that?
Correct. Yes.
Did you have any other purpose in driving?
It was Riley. It was his typing.
Across the country? Like,
I like to think not.
well, you think not, or do you know?
I don't know.
Like, what if he was going somewhere else, like and sat there on the way?
Just stop by. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it's not. Even though he said that he was going to end up doing that, Nick, he just up and did it, and he would just happen to be in town.
Okay, but again, like, there's a lot of ascriptions that happen, and I'm trying to just get the story from that. Like, look,
all right. So, here's the story. The story is the guy is some weird shit, injected himself into this goofy shit, and he went to our place, that a business that he had no business being at, and he showed up doing weird shit. And yes, that's going to be a cause of concern for the people that are there. And no, I'm not going to take it lightly. I can't afford to, because in the event that, let me say this, because in the event that it does escalate, I'm the one that has to deal with that.
Yeah, and so now I'm trying to get to the next step. So you said you got to take it serious. I agree. Did anybody ask him to leave?
Say what?
Did anybody ask him to leave the property?
Not to my knowledge. He never spoke to anybody here.
Did anybody call the police?
Well, I'm sure they did after the fact. Our security team, we had as a CYA.
Well, you're sure they...
Wait, how does he not know if somebody called the police or not at this juncture?
He's lying.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, the defendant is on some goofy shit. And I just want you to know that.
Gosh, I really...
Guys, someone take money from our window. Call the cops.
I really like Ripa, but why is he... Why? I don't get this.
The problem is that, like I said, until something does escalate to more than just some guy showed up and put money on my window, it's like I said, making this like any kind of like legal issue just isn't a winning case right now. And I get it, he doesn't want it to get to a point where it does escalate, but just where it stands right now, I mean, there's just really nothing much you could do. Some dude just showed up and trolled you outside of your business and rolled away.
Nobody was there. He didn't go inside. He taped some dollars to the deal, filmed himself, and left.
And here's the thing: if he didn't film himself,
you wouldn't even know about it.
They wouldn't. Yeah,
No.
this would be a total non-issue. It's
Right.
the fact that he filmed himself.
It's the fact that he filmed himself
owning Eric.
Yeah, which I mean, it's
Right.
really dumb. I told Riley it was the dumbest freaking thing I've ever seen, and he looks like an ass. And unfortunately, the response is like even dumber.
It's worse.
It's
yeah.
like, gosh, stop.
It's a mountain out of a molehill situation.
did or
No,
they
I'm positive.
didn't.
I'm positive they did. Yeah.
So we.
Oh, now
Okay.
he's positive.
They had to as a CYA. You could surely understand that, Nick.
I mean, I don't know that they had to. There's no.
Well,
legal
no,
requirement
I'm
for them to
saying
do
that
it.
you understand why as a CYA you got to call the law boys.
I understand it would be reasonable. Did the police
Yeah.
follow up? Is there an incident report?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Cool. Like that's
Yeah.
a
You
good
just
thing.
said
I'm
you
glad
didn't
that
know.
happened.
Now he's
Again, that's
saying
as a CYA, I have to do that. I have to do that. Surely you understand that.
Yeah, of course. So, are the police going to pursue a trespass against him?
Oh, we'll see about that.
No.
We'll see. They didn't indicate anything to you.
No, they have, but we'll see. Let them do their thing. Obviously, you
Okay.
understand why I wouldn't want to talk about it.
I just got to say again, this whole situation, Jacob. You'd rather see me in the pen than me and Lorenzo rolling in a benzo. Beat a police out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to tape off the scene of the slaughter. Still getting swole off bread and water. I don't know if they fags or what. Search a nigga down and grabbing his nuts, and on the other hand, without a gun they can't get none. But don't let it be a black and a white one, because they'll slam you down to the street top. Black police showing out for the white cop. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive to California and put $100 bill on your window. How about that?
Talk about all of that.
No, but that's fine.
Okay.
Like,
Don't
I'm
shoot
not-
the black guy. Don't
I
shoot the black
determine
guy.
what people should and shouldn't do. So, like, I'm not.
Okay, well, just in case some shit hits the fan, I'm good on that. But yeah, they obviously are aware of it. They have to be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Again, I'm not trying to say
why did he
anything
say he
either way.
didn't
Just-
know?
Like again, I don't put words in people's mouths.
All
I,
right.
I just don't
All
do
right.
it.
All right.
So okay, so they call the police. Riley's gone before police show up. Did the police show up or did they just talk on the phone?
No, they went there. They went
Okay,
to they
cool.
went to the building. Yeah, those security guys were all there. Yeah.
Okay, again, I don't know this, so I'm just asking for clarity because it's not online.
Mhm.
So
Okay, I'm
or I
not
haven't
losing
seen
my
it.
mind, right? He
But,
did say
and
earlier
the
that he didn't know if they called the cops.
He did literally say that. Yes, he said,
And
I
now
don't know.
he's saying the police showed up.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
what do we
I
call
know.
that in legal parlance?
Backpedaling. I don't know.
Lying. I think.
Oh.
Perjury, if this was a court
Yes.
of law. This is
We're taking requests now. This is Dark Griff. This is a now it's a cover stream of songs, but rap.
He's not.
Can you do Dr. Dre, Still Dre? Can you do that one?
I can. I know all the words to that one too. Do you
Why
want
is
to chat?
Why is the chat encouraging this?
And the next question though is,
You
you
dope
mentioned
man.
like some writings and stuff like that, and you said actionable threat.
You know what we should do? We should do Dr. Dre and
Heard
Eminem's
about
Guilty
21.
Conscience, except for you sing the Dr. Dre part. Now I do the
You
Eminem
sing
part.
Eminem. Wow, that'd be brilliant. Yeah.
Because you've said a couple things that are terms of art in law that have specific definitions and specific.
Okay. All right. So let me. All right.
And so-
I'll go ahead and clarify what it exactly is that I mean.
Yeah, thank you.
The Weirdo has made it abundantly clear that he absolutely plans to continue to appear right wherever I'm at. And yeah, he's talked about this old gay shit of trying to shave someone's body and all that other gay shit, which is again, that's fucking weird. But nonetheless,
Do you think he's going to shave you?
do I? Huh?
How serious Nick's
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Oh man, rackets. Oh my god.
Look at that.
You can just end it right there.
You-
Just right-
Good night. Oh shit. Oh, look at Eric's face too as he tries to come up with a response. Holy shit.
This.
Holy shit.
This is like a Senate inquiry, like that time they caught Bill Clinton getting a blowjob in the Oval Office and decided to impeach him about it, right?
Oh my god! Depends on what the meaning of the word "shave" is.
I haven't watched this yet, so I do not know what Eric's response to this is. I'm so excited right now. Let's see.
Huh?
Do you think he's going to?
I don't
shave
know
you
what
like
the guy would attempt to do. I would hope like hell nobody would come up to me with a fucking razor because I'm gonna have to act accordingly. That'd be
Well,
fucking-
Oh god.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh,
How many times do you think that Eric has killed him in his own mind over the last few days?
Oh my god!
With
Why
or
are
without
you
a razor?
Why would you respond to that question as if it's a serious threat? That is, oh no.
I just want to point out that
Nick, I have the power of God and anime on my side. I dare him to try. That's what you say.
Yeah. Yes.
I just want to point out, no one on this panel will ever be invited onto Ripa's show.
No,
Correct.
we're done.
Oh, are we? Is it over? I'm pro
Just
Ripa.
like that.
I am pro Ripa. Just to be clear, I'm very happy about the
God.
Ripaverse.
Bro,
What?
that's your next T-shirt. Assault with deadly clippers.
Oh no, I should. I
Nope,
well,
that's Riley's. That's all Riley's.
no, he's Riley. Riley's already got the Clipaverse.
That's his brand. Let him stay on brand.
I don't want to. It might be. He might have trademarked it. I don't want to mess with that.
You know how these guys are about their internet business. That guy got his Twitter taken down. Imagine taking his
Very
shtick.
important.
What he'll do. What he'll stick to your house.
Now, did you clipper with a hard R though, Mike, instead of clippa?
No, it says right there. Clippers.
I think you said clipper with a
Yeah,
hard R.
Marshall
He did,
Gamer.
Chad.
Yeah.
He did the hard R on my stream.
Sorry.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
Right?
that's stupid, but you just admitted that he's a fucking idiot earlier. So all right. So yeah, we can't pull it past him that he would try to actually do some old stupid shit like that.
But
as gay as it might be.
Again, clarifying, because I'm just trying to have all the facts here. So the threats have entailed showing up where you are and presumably in public places. Like, for example, if you're going to go to a convention, he'd show up at a convention.
Well, that I don't know.
Am I gonna get canceled for this for real?
Canceled from
No.
what?
I don't know. I get canceled every day, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just tell it like it is and laugh at the internet, guys. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
That I don't know exactly all of where because obviously the line that he's willing to cross is going to a place where we have my employees. So maybe he would show up to me somewhere else or something of that nature. But really, that's not the issue. I can handle myself and I can protect myself if some weirdo wanted to run up on me. In fact, I invite that if there was something a conversation that someone wanted to have, definitely in a public sphere. I'm all for that. Like if I'm at a con, you want to have a discussion with me, that's fine. Don't show up to my house and do not show up to a place of like that I got employees. I feel like that's a reasonable thing, a reasonable act.
This is still the boring
okay with
part.
people coming up to you randomly in public.
It gets crazier than this.
Oh yeah, when they start talking about Dick Masterson.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! It gets crazier than.
Yeah, you could eat out this all week.
Oh my god!
Wait, but not coming up to a place of business.
Correct. Yeah, because that's dealing with other people that aren't me.
I mean, but did he deal with anybody that wasn't you?
Well, I have people that work there, right?
Did he deal with it? You said no one spoke to him.
Right. Well, what it is that I'm saying is that he's appearing at a place that I have other people work at. Yeah. So whether he
hear
did
you.
it, yeah, that's the only point it is that I'm making. So don't come to my house. Don't come to a place of business. Because that's the only position it is that I have. If you want to have a discussion, whatever it is, just don't do any weird shit.
I need to sell some books real quick though, guys, because like.
No, you don't. Go back to the video.
Hours. No, fuck off, Jacob. I'm gonna sell some fucking books. What's the best way to do this right now? Should I Amazon sell books? Should I? The problem is I've got too many. Oh, I should sell some merch, huh? That's really what I should do right here.
Yep.
So I've got my swag store, guys, and I've got lots of beautiful things.
See, now I'm just imagining like Eric July with like those old police guards that Goldberg used to have during his interest back in the day, like making like the armed security march to his hall.
Oh my gosh. So LoneStarComic.com, Mike, you can still get the end of the Lone Star Saga right now on Fund My Comic. Make sure to get it. It was a beautiful story. Mike stuck the landing very well for this trilogy. And Mike's art is beautiful, of course. So, you want it. And if you want some actual comics, of course, I've got my Actual Comics brand merch. We're not selling any actual comics of actual comics at the moment, but we are selling the merch. I did get Flying Sparks Companion in yesterday, and I got them all bagged and all that. And those are going to be going out today and tomorrow. And then that will be fulfilled 100% for those who picked that up, by the way. And then I also got my new brand, Shit the Book.
Brand.
So, yeah, my team. My team came up with this, my brand.
Dude, that's a great brand. My brand.
Isn't it great? My brand?
My brand.
Should I brand my brand too?
Yeah.
Then I'm really going to get canceled by FNT and the Geeks and Gamers guys.
Well, we had a good run.
Yeah, we did. Oh, well. What can you do? Yes, Dark Gift is also at darkgiftcomics.com. Dark Gift, what are you selling right now?
Marijuana.
We still have Lightbringer 2.
He didn't even deny it. He just gave you.
We still have Lightbringer 2 in demand, and
You got the CBD gummies. I got.
We have that damn dirty thing inside out.
Mm-hmm. You ever heard of that purple haze?
Oh wow, that's old school. Purple haze is old school.
Excellent. Support our friends here, guys, and of course, get my shit merch. That's how I really need to phrase this. Yes, it's shit the merch. Oh God, so funny. Pretty soon we're going to be putting up Sad Puppies merch too, because if you guys didn't hear, I'm going to be taking over the Sad Puppies now as Sad Puppies leader. Mike, I realize that there's not leaders of any of these movements, so I've now officially, just by the way, chat, I officially hereby accept the office of the president of the Manosphere. I accept leader of the Sad Puppies. I accept leader of Comicsgate. I accept leader of the Iron Age. I accept leader of the Fandom Menace. And most importantly, I am also now leader of Gamergate because nobody is claiming any of these things. So thank you guys.
You wear a lot of hats there, John.
There's a whole video of people claiming leadership of Comicsgate, though.
Yeah, but that was years ago. Nobody does it anymore.
Yeah, it's expired.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm leader of all this shit. So.
Well, then I challenge you.
I'm pretty sure
It's
most of the
shit
people
the
on that
hashtag.
video aren't even CG anymore.
No, that's true, right? There we go. You can challenge me all you want, but I mean, you're not going to move very fast after you smoked all that weed, Dark Gift. Let's be honest. So
you'd be surprised.
Do I have to move? Yeah, I've run from a lot of cops in my day.
I've got such good cardio. Just listen to Liam.
See, the weed slows down time, though, John.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
With the right incentive, I can run pretty quick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they gave up all these terms. The Fandom Menace, like remember Jeremy did a whole thing of how, we're not even Fandom Menace anymore. Like, okay, cool. I'm the Fandom Menace leader then. Oh, we're not Sad Puppies anymore. Okay, cool. I'm the Sad Puppies leader.
AK-47 is pretty dang fun.
Yeah.
Weird shit, I have to act accordingly if it's any weird shit. But yeah, coming to like a place where I got employees and all that, I feel like that's certainly drawing the line. You have no business being over there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so getting back to it, the question is the threats are showing up in public, which you now say you invite. So that can't be a threat then, right?
Yeah. Say what?
Showing up in public, like where you are, you said you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know what it is that he wouldn't do, but I would still act accordingly. Make no mistake. Like I have no idea to what all of that means, right? So
what does act accordingly mean?
He's talking about
murder.
Shooting. That's what he's talking about.
That's what it sounds like.
He's trying to justify shooting a guy for taping money to a window.
I mean, God.
For anybody that I don't trust, I'm cautious and I'm wary. I'm aware of my surroundings. If it was cordial, all right, bet that. But if I got any sniff that it was anything but that, then I have to of course act accordingly. But that's not what it is that we're dealing with. We don't even need to be speaking in hypothetical situations. In that regard, at minimum, the guy's willing to, and he has, because he actually has. It's not that he's willing to show at a place that I have employees and stuff working in. That goes for anybody uninvited that they don't want.
It's basically like when a mobster says, "I need you to deal with the situation." It's like, what does that mean? It's like, I need you to deal with it.
Yeah. Make it disappear.
Yes. Guys, do you think this is how Eric cleans up his kitchen?
This kitchen is so hard to clean. If only there was an easier way.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new Kitchen Gun. This sink is filthy, but just 3 shots from Kitchen Gun, and it sparkles like new. Goodbye, Dad. Grubby tiles. I love you, Kitchen Gun.
Oh, jeez. Kitchen Gun.
What's funny is that the people in the UK unironically need that gun.
Right. It's very dirty in the UK right now.
Do you think I don't know. I mean, the problem is it feels like he's saying that he is going to shoot him, John, and then like it's like that's just like this way over the top for what happened.
What is the more charitable way to understand what he's been saying?
Well, my pinata idea is still on the table. I'm just saying.
Well, no, what Eric is emphasizing here is acting accordingly, right? Is if you bring violence to my doorstep, I will bring violence to your face. That's what he's implying. So until somebody goes to make a checkmate style move on him, he's not going to respond that way. But he's saying, "I will meet you measure for measure."
I don't think that's fair because he started this entire conversation talking about ventilating a dude.
He did talk about shooting somebody like at the very beginning of this.
So that there's been no de-escalation of that idea.
I watched his stream yesterday. He literally said on his stream, "This is the type of shit that gets a motherfucker killed." He said that.
That's
so.
His mindset.
What is that? What's that implying, right?
I don't see how we're being uncharitable at all.
Way over the top. It's a way over the top response. And like I said, I think all of us are pro Eric July here, and I think all of us think that Riley's a fucking idiot for doing this, right?
In a Prius, especially.
That's granted. But this is an over-the-top response that just is worthy of laughing at.
I'm with Cider. I'm not taking it that Eric is saying he's going to ventilate a guy for taping dollar bills to his window. I think what he's saying is, if this guy has it in mind to just show up at my place of business, who else will show up at my place of business? And I have to make a statement saying, if you're coming here to do anything, that's a little bit escalated beyond what this guy just did, well, expect countermeasures in kind.
Yeah, exactly. Pinata. And then you just spray, FAFO on there, and then people will get the message.
Just tell him it only stops when the candy comes out.
Did you see the clip? It's on Twitter someplace. Ricardo was talking about how he thinks what Riley did is absolutely stupid, and Eric July has every right to be mad, and all of that stuff. And then he flipped the switch, and he's like, "But everyone knows if Eric July had gone to the Marvel warehouse and done the exact same thing, everyone would be applauding it."
That's actually true too. That's true.
So there is no consistency here.
But then again, there's no purple hair weirdos at Marvel who talk about blasting him away to the Shadow Realm either. So
that's also true. Yeah.
Shadow Realm. That's a way callback, man. Wow. Taking me back to the 4 kids.
That's when you're saying our guys. You're talking about a legal team, right?
Yes.
Have they advised you to put up, don't say what they've advised you to do. If they have not advised you to put up privacy signs on the open.
I'd go to a Marvel warehouse though, John would try and that'd be fun. I'd go to IDW's warehouse, what I'd do.
Of course, you want to get arrested for the publicity though.
Yeah, that's true.
Road that you can go into the parking lot with. Again, you may need some counsel on some of this stuff that is.
That's not the point of contention, man. Look, I'm not oblivious to the fact that no matter where it is that I'm out, that also appears to my, applies to my house. Someone somewhere at some point is going to figure out where our various locations are at. So, and how to get to them if they actually want to. That doesn't matter who it is that you are. That's not the issue. The issue isn't simply that a guy knew it where it was that we were at. It's the problem is that someone's willing to go out of their way to, whether it be for a long-standing gag or whatever it is, showing up at a place that I have other people working and employees. And again, I can't treat that like he wouldn't do anything else.
And in a Prius, no less.
Which is why I'm suggesting that you should talk to your counsel about the reasonable aspect of putting up signs indicating it's not publicly accessible.
Well, which we can do that, but that's not really the point. That's not the point of contention here. That's not that was never anything that was argued.
Stinkies allowed.
Probably will be on that trespass. For the cops, it probably will be a point on the trespass.
Well, again,
if I was his lawyer, I would say, there's a publicly accessible road and an open driveway that you can drive into.
That's not at all the issue it is that I have here. The issue is not that he was able to even get over there. That's not the point of contention by any means. So while I understand what it is that you're saying, as far as I would advise you to do all this and that, all that has been taken care of. But that's not the thing that I take exception.
So what?
Of course, man. People can get to a warehouse or wherever it is that you're at. Again, that can also apply to my house. You know what I mean? People eventually will find where to be and all other stuff. But that's not what it is that I'm contending. I'm contending no matter if you know where it is or not. I feel like I'm at least owed the courtesy of someone not showing up uninvited to do kind of weird stuff. And definitely once you made it abundantly clear that
Yeah, I think we all agree that people shouldn't show up at his warehouse and do weird stuff. I think everybody agrees with that. It's once the rhetoric starts getting a little more heated than that it's like, whoa there, cool your jets. Right?
You know what I think he should do with the $50? He should donate it to the International School of Ministry.
That'd be very funny. Yeah, that'd be very funny. Doing funny things is always how you win.
Right.
100% of the time.
He's just taking all of
you
this
don't really got it
way too seriously.
Being serious, and it is comic books, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And next thing about the employees, he says it's like 11 o'clock at night. Is anybody actually at the warehouse working there at that point? I'm pretty sure Riley went there
guard, right?
intentionally at that point because nobody would be there so he could film his thing. Right? So it sounds like the guy specifically went out of his way to actually avoid employees. As dumb of a stunt as it was, it sounds like that's what it was. Right?
Yeah.
Here's my question. Is there anyone working at that warehouse who couldn't take Riley in a fight?
Ethan Ralph, maybe.
That's a good question.
We've seen.
Yeah. But I don't know that Ralph works.
Got it all upstairs.
And I agree with you. But you just said it's the same as your house. It's actually not the same as your house.
All right. In the sense of what it is that I'm saying, Nick, I get that.
I'm trying to help you make it the same as your house.
Nick, I get that a house and a business is different. You don't have to legally explain that to me. I understand that.
You're taking this the wrong way, man. You're thinking I'm trying to tell you that you're in the wrong. I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
not. No, I'm not saying that you're trying to tell me I'm in the wrong, Nick. All I'm saying is what I'm referring to when I say that it doesn't matter. And the point of
Nick's
contention
so
is that
frustrated
why
right
I
here.
take exception to it. As
He's just like Nick's point is
Look
like,
at
you
him.
just settle down. You're just taking this a little too far, bro. That's it. That's all Nick is trying to say.
Look at Nick. Look at his face.
Yeah. I know. He's so annoyed. My God. I bet he was getting a ton of super chats right now, though.
All he's thinking about right now is some Tennessee whiskey. That's all it really comes down to.
Yeah. Probably true. Oh, Mike, I forgot to offer you condolences. Your senator has died today.
Like, hold on, let me see if I got a firework anywhere near here. Hold on a second.
I'll light a candle later.
Did you see the Babylon Bee article on it?
No.
It says the Babylon Bee headline is Senator Feinstein death not expected to affect her re-election campaign.
And she'll still be voting for herself.
Right.
Well, did you hear that story too? Apparently, she literally voted on the same day she allegedly died. So she
interesting. Yeah.
No, are they saying that?
No, that's legit. That's not even a work. She cast a vote on some kind of bill like the same day that she died, and people are wondering, did she actually vote or did they just have somebody else vote in her presence because she was dead?
They probably did. Ridiculous. Democrats for you.
Has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not it is my house, whether or not it is building A, B, or C it is that we have. You surely understand it. I'm not foolish enough to think that there's not a difference between my business and a house. I know there very well is. I know that even from a legal perspective, there can be some differentiation there. I am totally aware of that. But that's not the point of contention. That's not what it is that I'm saying.
All right. I'm trying to help, but that's fine.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate you trying to help, Nick.
Okay, so are there any other threats? So the one threat I've heard is that he was going to hold you down and shave your arms, which I think is ridiculous, but you have no reason to believe, and I have no reason to believe he's not serious. I don't know. So that I've heard that, and then it was a public thing, but you just said that if it is in a public place, like you welcome that so long as people are cool. So then what was there another threat? Is there something else?
That's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. And even doing that, saying that all that weird stuff online, the guys are free to say that. Only place I draw the line is just don't show up to a person's house, be it myself, employees, and don't show up to the job.
Did he show up with clippers?
Right,
is the question.
Let's see.
I didn't see
okay,
any
so
clippers.
aside from that,
What about shaving
I think we
cream?
hammered out the Riley situation. I agree with you. He should
he's
not
gonna
go.
shave
I
him
said that.
dry.
I haven't changed that position. I'm answering questions from people online talking about ventilating someone for showing up. And like, there's a lot of questions here that are not so straightforward legally, even in Texas with property defense. And I would not put my money on a 12-person jury, doing that. But you weren't there. You don't have to worry about that at all. Not a big deal. So aside from the Riley thing, is there? I want to address something that you said I don't know if it was from a stream or a clip for something today. I don't know. But you said something about how you would have been cool 100% if I just said that Dick was my dude and I was going to ride with him no matter what happened, right?
Correct.
So if when all this went down, I said, you know what? I think Dick's trying to fuck over Eric July, and I like Eric July. I want him to make millions of dollars, but Dick's my dude, and I'm going to ride with him forever, whether he's wrong or not. You'd been perfectly okay with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because you're being honest. 100%.
So the implication, though, is that I meant that, but I said something else, and therefore I'm being dishonest.
Well, yeah, I just feel like you're not as important as impartial as you like to think that you are, or that you make it appear. The reason being is because when this whole gay shit popped off, the first thing it is that you did, Nick, you didn't. You could have acknowledged, right? You chose not to. You know, you chose not to acknowledge that. Well, okay, this weirdo started, which is your partner. That's cool. It's all gravy. Started hostile on me. It was not the other way around. This was not a me versus him thing. It's like, oh, you're like, oh, this whole thing is gay. And I'm like, well, you need to be applying. I told you this. You remember I told you this. I told you this when you first kind of injected, because you know your chat's asking you about all this. They know that
it happened on my show. Like this started here, not from me, but it started because Nina, Dick was criticizing the book. Nina says, "Have you read it?" He says, "No." Then everybody's like, "You got to read it and do the review. How can you know?" And all that shit popped up. That wasn't me. So I don't know how I didn't acknowledge it. I mean, it started.
No, I'm not talking about doing that. What I'm saying is that you didn't, as far as what you didn't acknowledge, is that you're presenting it as if this was like.
I wish we had like the song. Do you guys watch Arrested Development?
No.
I've seen some of them.
Mind. Do you guys remember when they did the "It Ain't Easy Being White, It Ain't Easy Being Brown" Kumbaya song? Oh gosh, that was so good. It'd be great to play over this, but oh well.
I've seen "Don't Drink That Racist Coffee."
My references. Nobody saw my funny show.
This guy versus that guy thing, when that's not at all what this was. Your partner started the issue, right? That's and it's all on him. This isn't an Eric versus him thing. This is a thing that he is perpetually online. Maybe he doesn't have it all upstairs. This is maybe his shtick. But if you want the shit to end, and you want that, because you find this whole thing gay, and you're genuine about that, right?
100%. I hate
that's a conversation that you got to have with him. It's not the other way
I'm not his dad, man. What do you want me to do?
All right. So you're not
tell you to stop.
Right. Wait, that's exactly what it is that you did.
No, it isn't.
You said you. All right. So let's be more.
No, accurate. I said I'll be 100% accurate. I said Dick is a troll, and if you keep feeding him, he will keep going because that's who he is.
All right. So and I totally understand that. That is, I'm not unaware about that. What I'm more so referencing is that, hey, you were presenting it as if it was a this guy versus that guy thing. You found the whole thing to be gay, but the party that's instigating the shit, you're not saying anything about. You're not addressing him. You're trying to play the middle. You're pretending like you're trying to play the middle of the road when the argument is that I make. You're completely ignoring the context. I guess
I don't even think Nick was saying playing the middle of the road. He said what Riley did is completely stupid, but you're overreacting, and that's what's happening.
Oh no! Now he's talking about Dick.
Oh, about Dick. Yeah, he is playing the middle of the road with Dick, but he's
Dick's friend.
He's Dick's friend. Yeah, Dick will keep going regardless. If you know who Dick is, like he's just going to keep going. Just is what it is.
I guess that is what it is that I'm saying. And the context.
I think you missed the parts at the beginning where I said that Eric isn't engaging this, and that's good. But his fans are stirring this up because
that's also true.
And again, I'm not blaming you for that. I was respecting the fact that you were not engaging, and then eventually it pops up. I know how exactly this shit happens to me all the time. Yeah. People bring you in. You got brought in. That sucks, man. Like 100%.
Well, not necessarily. No, let's just be honest. The guy that you call your partner.
I've never called him that. You called him that, but
all right. So what is he to you?
He's just a friend.
All right, so a friend. That's what I mean by partner. Those are interchangeable terms. That's your partner.
Okay, I want to be clear because some people have implied that I have a business relationship with Dick, which I do not.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
I'm just being clear on that. Okay, gotcha.
But no, that's your partner. That's all that it is that I'm saying. I'm just saying if you, and this is my honest opinion, if you actually wanted the shit to end and you didn't, this is not something that you would have preferred to happen, you would have took that up with the actual initiating party. And that's not what you do. No.
I didn't do that?
No. Not to my knowledge, you didn't do it. You did, however, bring it up.
I got a phone call.
That's right. John can't hear us right now. So feel free to hit like, subscribe, slap that bell because John likes to go live at random times. And also grab that join button as well because for 99 cents, you can grab this stream a little later before John edits it and catches that weird rap.
If I know
he's just going to leave that
running. I already clipped the
If you know about it, yeah.
Yeah,
it's too late now.
That's what
you would necessarily know.
Say what?
Do you know what I've said to Dick about this?
No, not. I only know what you said in public. Have you? I ask you flat out. Have you?
Maybe.
Is that a yes or a no, though, Nick?
I don't know. Is it a yes or no? You're saying what I haven't.
Hold on.
You're the one who said what I did.
You just sit up here and keep asking me these questions.
You're asking me to be his
have you addressed it personally about it? Have you? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I've talked to Dick 100 times about this. Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. That's all. Okay. Cool. And so, how did that conversation go?
Exactly as you would expect a conversation with Dick Masterson about what they should do.
I don't know how that is.
You haven't figured that out by now? Like if you tell Dick to do something that he's not going to do it, right?
What did you tell him to do?
Hey, Dick, this shit's gay. I wish you would stop.
You told him to stop?
What am I going to do? Like demand? I'm not.
No,
his dad.
I'm asking you had a conversation with. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Do you call people up and tell them to stop doing something?
If I have a personal
Your friend, like
and I think they're doing something that I think is ill-advised, I 100% will. If it's
you'll
a friend,
tell them.
I will advise them in whatever way. I can't demand as a grown ass man.
Oh, you can't demand something of a grown ass man, but I can.
No, I'm not saying no. That's the complete opposite of what it is. I'm saying that's why I'm asking you what it is. What it is you say? You of course can't demand of a grown ass. You can't control. He's a grown ass man. I'm asking you. Did you say as his friend like, hey, cut the bullshit out? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not saying you're required to. I'm just
you knew 5 minutes ago, but now you don't. That's
I said all I know is what's public, Nick. That's all I know.
Yeah, but first you said you never said this to Dick.
Public.
You never asked him.
I'm referring to public.
Public came up when I called you out on it.
I gotta be honest. This conversation was funnier when we was talking about Riley.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've told Dick that.
I mean, you ain't talking to me. You haven't talked to me about
really
this shit
talking about the third party.
Would you want me calling up and saying, "Hey, Eric, I think you should"?
If you thought I was in error, Nick, if you thought we were cool and you thought I was in error, right?
Do I think you're in error?
I would say no. That's all it is that I'm saying.
But do I think you're in error?
I don't think I'm in error. Do you?
No.
Okay. So, but all I'm saying is regarding the conversation, which is the question that it is that you just asked. If I thought a friend was in error, I would say, hey, man, I don't think that's what it is you should do.
Well, to be clear, we may differ on what we think he's in error on, but I have said I wish this shit was over. It's annoying. It fucks up my show, and I hate you for it, you bastard.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Well, again, didn't hear that publicly, which so that's good.
Why
news.
would you?
That's,
dude,
that's
I don't air that shit out in public. Like, why would I do that?
Oh man, you talked a lot about this situation publicly.
Have I ever said that Eric July is wrong?
Well, what you have said, you worded in a way, and I don't know if it's lawyer speak, is I wouldn't have done this if I was him. That's essentially how you word things.
I wouldn't have.
All right, cool. Right. So this is.
I've actually never said you're wrong. In fact, even on the places where I disagree with you, because you have a set of evidence that you think leads to the conclusion that Dick and Vito are behind the contacting of the charity and behind the contacting of the ISOM company, right? Like,
well, I'm going by what on the latter. I'm going by what was specifically stated by them.
What was stated on their podcast.
That was specifically stated by them.
And even in that instance, in which I disagree, and I say I do not find this to be sufficient evidence. One, because Vito is retarded and uses "we" in an inappropriate way. Two, because that Twitter account and that email address.
So what about is your buddy as retarded when he says I contacted the charity?
Dick contacted the charity about something else? No, I think he clearly contacted the charity. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he's not the guy who sent the email.
Okay.
The email that's a question.
Right? So either way, you're saying that you understand that he specifically mentioned that he did the charity or he contacted the charity.
Sure.
Okay, you're just saying that the email, I guess, as far as what I talked about in that video, wasn't him. That's the point that you're making. Or you don't see sufficient evidence.
Right. I haven't seen sufficient evidence. And here's the thing. And I said, however, I don't know if people didn't clip this and send it or you didn't see it. I don't know. But I said, however, I understand and fully accept why Eric would come to that conclusion. He and I have different relationships with Dick. I've known him for longer. I talked to him about this. I asked him flat out, are you behind sending that email? No, of course not. I think it's funny. I probably would have or something like that. And I'm like, well, that shit's gay. I don't like it. But if you didn't send the email, then, that's until I see otherwise, I have no reason to believe your conclusion over his.
Wow, I left my thing going in it. I didn't even realize I left it going.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you just dissipated. And then,
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's just your show. I mean, it's no big deal.
Just my show. Yeah.
Word. And so I said, though, but Eric doesn't have that relationship with Dick. He doesn't know him at all. And his conclusions are perfectly reasonable. But I think if you're going to start a court case, and there was talk, I don't know if you accused anybody, you said you're going to sue anybody. I'm not putting that on you. I know there's a lot of talk about a court case, about tortious interference and all that shit. And I said, I wouldn't want to go to court on this evidence. And I'm waiting to see something more. If I see more that is more conclusive, I'll happily say that's bullshit. I hate that shit. I do not like people fucking with other people's business.
All right. So
one second. And every single time I always finish with, I love Eric. I love what he's doing. And I want that man to make millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's how I feel about things too. I agree with Nick.
I want this shit to go away. I think the lawsuit's bogus. I think they got trolled into it. And I think it's retarded.
Yeah.
But now I wanted to clarify that, but go ahead and say
okay. So you don't think that anybody, you say you don't like that when people try to fuck with other people's business.
No, I don't.
Okay. So is your claim that your partner or your friend, as you put it, so you don't think he's tried to fuck with someone else's business?
It depends on what exactly you mean by that.
No, I want to know what you think. Because I mean, you're saying that you don't think that you see it. I want to know how you define fucking with someone's business.
Dick Masterson. This is where I'll not defend Dick Masterson. Dick Masterson is 100% tried to fuck with Rupa's business. 100%, 110%. So it's no bueno. Now, I don't think Eric has a legal case against Dick Masterson. I think Dick Masterson is just fucking around online, and you're allowed to do that. It's free speech, but it is shitty. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's
okay. Okay, just to play devil's advocate here. and I hate to be like the bad guy here, but that's literally what this entire counterculture thing is doing to Marvel and
It's
DC.
fucking with. I know we are. But
It's
it's
what we
good when we
do.
do it to Marvel
It's
and
what
DC.
all of us do.
It isn't good
So
when it's done
you know.
to counterculture people who are independent. That is true, and it does matter. Look, and here's what I always say, and this is what Vox Day and me have always been on this page. Tactics are not the problem. The tactics are not good or bad. What the reason the tactic is employed, what the tactic is employed for, that's what's good or bad 100% of the time. This is war. We are a culture war right now. Right?
Yeah, I'm just saying,
shoot people in war.
Point out
is it bad in a war when somebody on our side gets shot? 100% it is. Is it good when the enemy gets shot? 100% it is. And this is metaphorical, of course. I don't, I'm not
right.
saying,
but you can't say if you're in a war, you can't call
yes, I can.
to the other side. Hey, it's bad that you're using guns.
I mean, you could if you want to psyop them.
Yeah,
if that's actually psyoping them,
okay,
right?
But my point is, it's hypocritical. It's completely 100% hypocritical.
Well, I think there's a difference of intent, though, Mike.
No,
that's not
you just made the
hypocritical. It's
point.
just war.
It's the tactic, not the intent that we're talking about.
And the tactic is not inherently bad to fuck with with something and laugh at something on the
internet. If
internet.
you're on our team, the tactic's not
inherently
when we're doing
bad.
it against them.
What Dick's doing is doing is tacky, over the top, and he's pushed way too far in a way that's real bad. Yes,
that's what I'm saying, though.
Period.
Is Dick's intent to go at Rippa the same as like what we do when we're talking about Marvel and Hollywood?
Yeah, I don't know, but we've done it.
It's different.
Relentlessly for half a decade.
Because we would love nothing more for Marvel and Hollywood to go back to what we used to love about them. Whereas I don't think Dick is. I don't think Dick is doing that.
Move the needle, dude. We gave that up when we dropped.
I want all of woke Hollywood and Disney and Marvel to be Tess Fowlered, and yes, I use that as a verb.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, I don't see Dick Masterson turning around and going, "Oh, Ripper's doing everything that I would want him to do, so I'm gonna stop. My job here is done." This isn't about changing Ripper. This is literally just him enjoying going after him. There's a difference of intent.
Right.
Yeah, but we're not talking about intent. We're talking about tactic.
No, we're not. We're talking about intent. The tactic is
here it is. You're comparing Marvel to an independent creator, right? Marvel is evil. It's they're a subject of the devil mouse. They work for Globo Homo and they're satanic. Eric's not. That's the difference. How about that?
Yeah, and what are Dick's politics? I don't even know what Dick's politics are.
I think he's marginally right wing, center right, or something like that. But he's not like where I am. I know that. But but I think he's marginally
a boner for
tilted
Eric,
to our side. I don't know why does Larry Coronary have such a boner for me? Like, I mean, we all should be fucking on the same side and fucking with Marvel. I mean, that's the whole deal. Like, our side is so retarded when it comes to this shit. Right. I don't know why this is the case. So
I've always said it's always the intent
he's a
of the content, right? Yeah. Like, you can make a black character, but if your intent on making the black character is to go, look, I made a black character, how cool am I? Then you're just being like a woke idiot. And I'm simplifying it right there, but you know what I mean? But
what if I made a black character to make fun of TJ?
To make fun of TJ.
It's pretty based, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be woke. But I mean, I guess it would still have a weird intent. So yeah, it would be borderline. I guess it would depend on how you made the character. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, hold up. Let me finish.
That'll be the entire comic.
Like, no one sneezed when they made Jon Stewart, right? Like, Green Lantern. But like, nowadays they wouldn't just do it because of a story progression. They would just say, look, we're gonna, or we're just going to do this because we need representation and blah blah blah.
I've read Green Lantern, Green Arrow. The intention of making Jon Stewart was to make a Green Lantern but black, And it does come across as ham-fisted and kind of annoying upon reading it. I don't know if you've read that story recently, but it's obnoxious.
I mean, I read it back in
what
the
they did with
80s.
John Stewart Green Lantern in his own book later was not that, but the original Green Lantern Green Arrow where he shows up was that. And it was really fucking obnoxious. It really was.
Well, I mean, he was around
So-
before he was a Green Lantern.
No, he showed up in Green Lantern Green Arrow as a Green Lantern. That was the main character. That was his first appearance.
He didn't show up prior.
No. The whole point was to bring him in as a Green Lantern to and to have a different race guy and make a whole race deal. Now later on, they actually fleshed out the character to be interesting, but at first, the first stories of him are obnoxious.
I must
for
be
sure.
thinking of somebody else. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's the same shit. It was proto SJW shit, 100%. So, but yeah, his later on stuff when you read him when he's already established, totally fine. So, yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah.
Oh, I know. All right. I'm sorry. I got the history of two totally different characters in two totally different universes.
I know my comic book shit, chat. That's right.
One's business.
So what I define as fucking with someone's business in this context, because of what I've seen, is in relation to the charity shit and then the ISOM shit where someone was contacted like a kind of Karen to get them into action against you. I hate that shit.
Okay, so
calling for people to be canceled.
So your partner did that with the trademark issue.
He did that with the trademark.
Yeah. He specifically messaged. He tweeted at the CEO, and he was like, "I hope you consider, like a little Karen, like you just said. I hope you consider that. You know, he did X, Y, and Z. He specifically did that
After they filed the lawsuit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after they filed the lawsuit.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You're in a legal action, man. He's commenting on it. Like,
all right. So all right. So you don't look at that like.
And I agree with Nick that there isn't anything legal that Dick Masterson's doing that's illegal here from what I've seen. There might be something else. I don't know if there's other evidence, but from what I've seen, I don't see anything legal on that end. And that's all Nick's saying. Is Dick Masterson being a dick? 100%. And those are two different things.
I on this
Right?
point, I think Nick is being a little generous
Obtuse?
to Dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
Because
I do agree with
get
him
what he's
on
saying.
that level, right?
Yeah, I agree too.
So-
But like the whole like Dick tweeting out to the CEO, like,
It's
hey,
really
don't
fucked up.
Don't forget
Really
about this. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about this. That's more than comment. Like making a comment on like Twitter about something, or making a comment in a video about something that's happening in the sphere is one thing. Tweeting at the CEO saying, "Hey, don't forget about X, Y, and Z."
Yeah, that's
That-
classic cancel culture bullcrap.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
Nick's
Nick's saying it's
pushed
not.
the cancel culture button, and it's bad. But Nick's saying it's not illegal. But that's all being conflated on both sides here, right? So, but yeah,
and
I mean,
that's
what Dick
the
did
angle
was
Nick's
shitty.
gonna. He's a lawyer. That's the angle he's always gonna take.
Right.
But he says he's commenting on it. He's doing more than commenting on it.
Yeah, that's a little disingenuous. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
At like trying to fuck with someone's business, trying to essentially instigate it is what it is to you, because we haven't been served or anything like that. Essentially trying to instigate that. You don't see that as that, trying to fuck with someone's business.
dude, if I said that everyone who talked about something in a negative way
That's
involving
not,
someone,
that's not what it is that I'm saying. No, we're talking about him specifically, like a Karen, tweeting directly at this CEO of whoever is involved in this trademark dispute, trying to instigate the continuation of the lawsuit.
instigate the continuation of the lawsuit.
Correct, because we haven't been
Was the
served.
lawsuit ending?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't. Nobody's been served.
So, but like the lawsuit
It's still in
was-
limbo. It's still in limbo. It hasn't. It's still in that limbo phase. Nobody's been served. We haven't gone to court over it. None of that has happened.
They're mediating, Nick. You know this.
All right. So back to the point, though. What would you
Know
consider
how
that?
this works.
You wouldn't consider that trying to actively
that's
fuck with
true.
someone's business.
Have you guys already been fighting for like 2 months at this point?
I'm not. No, I wouldn't consider that. I'm asking you. Can you?
You
answer
wouldn't
the question?
consider that?
No, not at all. I consider it that I would more so.
Yeah, and this is a great point here. I forgive Keffels now for getting Nick Rekieta kicked off YouTube. It was done with good intent. That's Nick's position. And yeah, I mean, Keffels was just commenting on Nick Rekieta. I mean, that's all. So that is kind of what Dark Gift's alluding to here. What Keffels did was shitty getting him deplatformed. What Dick Masterson did was shitty getting these ministry riled up and charity riled up. Tried to. I mean, the effect didn't really hit rip as hard, and so it's easy to look back on it and go, well, it didn't even bother you, but it could have, and that is a problem. So
the intent.
Yeah, I agree. It was really shitty.
Well, in that case, that's
Oh, gosh.
also a tactic that we all frown upon. We generally do not. It doesn't matter. The right shouldn't try to cancel people on the left. And I know, like, you know, Salty Cracker and people are like, screw that. They're going to use dirty tricks. We should use dirty tricks too. And I understand the argument, but I still think we stick by principles here. We don't try to get people canceled.
I'm starting to lean more towards if they really deserve it, maybe.
I mean, if we're not talking about something like
living.
pedophilia or anything like that, then yeah.
No, I mean,
I
you're
would.
right.
I'd make if tomorrow IDW declared bankruptcy and IDW lost the license and Heather Antos put up a GoFundMe saying I'm out of a job and I can't pay rent. I would 100% make a video laughing about it.
Well, you can celebrate their failure.
But you can't cause it.
As
I
causing
can't cause it.
them to not be able
Am I
to
causing it by reviewing, like, because I'm so am I hastening the decline by going and taking this book right here, for instance? And where is it? Here we are. Heather Antos and Ryan Norris do Star Trek one shot condescendingly shouts fascist at readers. So I'm,
No,
like
that's
making
commentary.
people aware of how bad it is. So
But you know what cancel culture is?
I guess the difference is I didn't write a night. I didn't.
Cancellation would be you going to IDW's printer Trivision. It's Trivision, by the way, and saying that you shouldn't be working with these people.
Yeah,
You
I wouldn't
shouldn't
do
be
that.
printing Their books.
Yeah, you're
That
right. I
kind
wouldn't
of
do it.
crap,
Right. Or if
I wouldn't do it.
or if they did go bankrupt and she lost her job, keeping it so that she never worked again. Like that would be
trying to be
canceling,
like
right.
I would.
hounding any
If
other
Heather loses
publisher
her
and-
job, I will hire her as editor for my next Kickstarter book. 100%.
I will hire her
I
to get my
promise.
coffee.
Yes, I will. I am magnificent like that. Yes, this is a great article, by the way. By the way, this book that came out, Shax's Best Day, right here. Just so you know, it's shit. The book, it is shit. The book, and I wrote it up for Bounding, which you should go check this article. It's so funny. My God, I'm gonna do this real quick because I'm bored of Eric July and this other thing. So here it is. Look at this. Look at this dialogue, guys. This is the brilliant dialogue that Heather Antos, editor, thinks, oh, I'll leave this in here. This is great. Ha, ha, ha. This is what happens to fascists. Fascists? Yes. Yes, brilliant.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
And
he
then the
breaking
Klingon
fourth
goes,
wall? Or is,
we're not fascists. Okay. So at the bottom here, and here, every page, this is the actual comic page, by the way. At the bottom, the writer on every single page right here goes and leaves a note like this. And so Ryan Northleaf goes, if you're a fascist, then wow, have you picked the wrong comic to read? So the guy
It's not
fucking
every single page, though.
Not right. He like if he can't figure out something clever to write, he just didn't put one on the page.
Right.
So it's so inconsistent. This is so poorly edited. It's shit. The book is what it is. But look at this. The writer fucking goes in here and nags his audience, telling them not to read the book if they have a certain political persuasion. This is fucking crazy.
what is up with the rest of those sentences after that?
And also transmedia franchise to enjoy. So yeah, if you're a Republican, you shouldn't even like Star Trek.
Fucker.
And political system to subscribe to. Honestly, just a series of bad decisions going on in your brain, huh?
How many times is he going to start a sentence with the word
sentence
and?
with and yeah, no, this one, it's so poorly written, it's ridiculous. The messaging is just like so insulting to readers' intelligences. And like, just why are you putting this at the bottom of your comic pages and like throwing people out of the story anyway? And why the fuck is a Bajoran calling Klingons fascists?
Because it's sexy, John. It's sexy.
Oh my God. So there's more. And when it makes it very clear here, when they're talking, you're wrong about him and you're wrong about us. We're not fascists.
Right. If you truly believe a charismatic strongman when he says your side should have absolute power over your people, and now you're using force to give him a coup, where have I heard that before?
So getting into the history here, like, I mean, Adolf Hitler was not a strong man. Okay. And second, he didn't have a coup. He was elected. So if you think about who these guys think of as strong man leading a coup, you know who it's about, my friends. You know who it's about. Well, I mean, that would be a literal definition of some, fascist leading a coup, but they don't actually think about that. They think about,
dude, America first, America first. Get that.
Yeah. They think about, and that's what this is about, obviously, at this point. And so it's like, God, you literally made the Klingons stand-ins for Trump supporters, and then had a Bajorans kick the shit out of them and call them fascists for 22 pages. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I have this book, guys, and it is
Bajoran should stand up to a Klingon, honestly.
I have a couple offerings for you today for Shit the Book. Shit the Book. And I have Shit the Book, the shirt, and I also have different swag here. If you guys want Shit the Book, the shirt, make sure to go buy my merch right here. Beautiful merch on my beautiful JDA swag store. We've got actual comics t-shirts too, if you like actual comics and you don't like Shit the Book. But I do. This is Friday, and I almost forgot to do this. We're 3.5 hours into the stream. I have Shit the Book, The Flash, #1, Donna's DC, and I have this beautiful Shax's Best Day with the fascist rants on it. I would love to tear these books to fucking shreds for you right now and destroy them and scream at the camera, because that is what we do on Fridays here on the Dankstream. So, but I need money. I paid for these books. This book was $5.99 for this Shit the Book. $5.99 to get ranted at about fascists. And The Flash was $4.99
$6 for turds.
I paid $6 for this. So if I'm going to tear this up, I'm going to have to get $5.99 to tear this up for sure. And for this is also just different. It's a different level of Shit the Book. It's not Mike. This is like, look at these fucking layouts. What the hell is Mike Diodato Jr. thinking? Why is he putting like lines in every panel, Mike? Through them. It makes it so difficult to focus on the panel.
Yeah, why do that?
And it's not just that page, it's every page he does it in the entire book.
Well, I wouldn't want to have to work from that script.
Yeah, probably true. That's fair. All right. We got $2.99 towards the Rip It Up fund. Is this for the Flash or is it for the Star Trek one, Travis Perrick? Which one is this for? Thank you for the $2.99 super chat. We're halfway to tearing up this fucking book. All right, tear out each one page one by one. The people who give me money could tell me how they want this destroyed for Trek. So we're halfway to Trek for destroying it. And here's Drake. Okay, so we're at $5. We need one more super chat in order to tear up the Star Trek book, to Shit the Book from Ryan North and Heather Antos.
It should be $2 per page. So as
$2 per page,
as $2 comes in, you tear a page.
Oh, I like that.
You can get to the end of the book.
So we can get to the end of the book by doing that. It's gonna be a real slow tear, though. It's not gonna be a good visual.
No, you have to interrupt whatever we're doing every time you get it.
This is art. I'm creating art here.
You have to stop what you're doing to tear it up.
All right. I'm creating art by doing this with these Shit the Books. Sign it and mail it back to Antos. That'd be pretty funny. This is the end of the stream. I want to tear this up and scream at this comic book.
Write Heil Heather on it.
When is ice? I'm going. Oh boy, here we go. We got our $1, and then we got. I don't even know what pens are. You should have.
It's like Monopoly
15.
money.
You should have done 15 though. So it said pen 1.5 because that would have been funnier. But we do have the money to do this. Buy book. Thank you, Travis Perrick, for finishing us off, and Janko for finishing us off.
Peruvian.
All right.
I think that covers both books.
I don't know what the pen is.
It's
I don't know how much
Peruvian.
10 pens are. Peruvian?
I don't know, but yellow is like the $5 range, right?
No, it's the $10 range.
Oh, is it the
Green is
$10
the
range?
Yeah, green is the $5 range.
It's a soul. It's $2 in American money after all this. So I don't know. I think it just says 10. Okay, so we got enough regardless. All right, let me start my deal. Do we have music for this yet that's better than what we've got? Okay, we do. Heather Rantos, Ryan North, you should be ashamed of what you've done to Star Trek. Star Trek was about humanity being better. Star Trek was about going out and exploring strange new worlds, seeking out new life, new civilizations, and you've turned it into shit! The book with this right here. Star Trek should not be rants against Trump supporters. You're supposed to be coming together as humanity. This is not what we do. Star Trek has no place with this. There's no fascists in space. These are Klingons. They're an independent culture, and you made a mockery of this with your bullshit, your bad writing, your bad art, your bad editing, and I'm gonna tear this fucking thing to shreds right now.
Yeah. The next time you do that, you need to wear like shades like Razor Fist, and then have like your screen go black and white.
You know, Manaho does make a very good point. Gene Roddenberry was actually socialist.
Yep, that's true.
But was it real socialism?
That was.
It was kind of different.
Kind of the point of Star Trek.
It was kind of different in the 60s.
Cider, you're muted.
Oh man, whew, that was fun.
It was dark matter driven socialism. It wasn't real socialism.
Thank you guys for supporting me acting like an ass like an internet. Okay, so rip it like a man. Is this toward the Flash now?
I guess
we're now into the Flash. So we did get so I need one more super chat for the Flash, and we can do this too. We might as well do both of them. They're both shit, the books. You can't rip up CG books. Yeah, I know somebody said rip up Isom. Isom's like a big, thick, sturdy trade paperback. I don't know that I could actually even do it. It's a little rough.
You would
like
literally have to rip out like one page at a time.
Jeez. I mean, gosh. People don't want to pay me to rip up Isom on here, do they? That'd be mean.
Slark says eat it. My dogs are jealous. They love
I don't know. I'm worried about like whatever ink content is on here. Like if that's like toxic or something. I don't know about that.
Don't eat the damn pages. There's no sense in
Eat
that.
the page. Eat the page. Eat the page.
My dogs ate a comic book and they were fine.
Yeah, they also eat poop sometimes.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, dogs do eat poop.
Yeah, I mean, you'd
That's
be
true.
fine if you ate poop too. It just you'd probably vomit halfway through.
I skipped the part where they're talking about charity. Okay, I was gonna end the stream because I'm getting burnt out, and then I don't get fun at that point. But we could always look at it later. If there's
if Gigi Allen can eat poop, I'm pretty sure John can eat poop too, right?
I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I did. I drink the cat poop coffee.
Yes,
true.
On stream. I did
John
literally
is
do
the
that.
only one here who's actually drunk a cup of poop.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
And then paid money to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was expensive too. Yeah.
Cold hard
You can't
cash
even
that
put
he
them in
could have
recycle
taken
because
to
of the
rip
ink?
a building.
Is that true? You can't recycle comic books because of the ink used?
Sure.
Really?
No. I don't know about modern day, but they used to.
Huh. I don't know. Well, guys, thank you for showing up. I hope you bought some merch, and thank you for sending super chats. Get on the Subscribe Star. Also, we're making our own comics monthly, and of course, things are going great there. I just put up a big gift for subscribers who just got about 120 pages of comics, which are out of print of mine right now. So go check that out. Get on here, and thank you. Mike would like you to go to LoneStarComic.com. Mike, you show your own book. I'm tired.
Yeah, go to LoneStarComic.com. I can't show the pictures because John's doing stuff, but it's great. It's basically what happens when well, not what happens. It's Supernatural meets The Dirty Dozen, with a highlight on one particular character and his relationship with a beautiful young woman, versus a bunch of vampires and socialists.
Yay! Does Lone Star go, ha ha ha, take that, socialists?
You know, that was in the first draft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're a better writer than Ryan North.
I had.
Did I
to
show
edit it
you?
out. It just didn't ring true.
I showed Cider Ryan North. He looks exactly like you'd expect. It's like before I end the stream, I'm gonna
That's
show
like
you.
Vito
guys Ryan
loved
North.
it. Vito loves Lone Star.
So this is the guy who's writing this fascist shit. Let me find a picture of him. It's unbelievable.
While he's looking for that, we have a show later tonight too at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We're reviewing The Creator.
I have a show in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I got to catch up on cross examinations.
This is the guy who wrote "Take That, Fascists" for 22 pages.
Anyone who vaguely looks like Seth Rogen probably deserves to be shot.
Don't say deserves to be shot. We don't mean that here at the Dankstream, everybody.
Okay.
We don't.
You unillegally deserve to be shot. There you go. I covered you.
In Minecraft.
Are you going to get back to the stream like tomorrow? Or no, tomorrow's Saturday.
I'm probably not going to stream over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never
I'll just let
again.
it go. Yeah. It was fun while it lasted, guys. So I hope it goes away, and I hope it doesn't become a bigger low-cost situation over the weekend.
It will.